I'm just like, whew, it's good.
Hey,
Hey, everybody.
All right, Ian.
Yes.
That's right. That's all that matters. Ian, I am. Guys, last chance. Anything to do before I start because it's 7 o'clock. All right. Okay, we're live.
I mean,
he's going
All
quiet.
right,
you have
guys, back
officially
once
lost
more
you?
for another
No,
week on
you-
Yes,
the
okay.
Wormwood.
Die.
That's right, the Wormwood. Yeah. So, this time I'm not going to be as awful
Good
to
call.
my players, and I actually
Not
prepped
ideal.
ahead of time.
It's always something.
So,
Last time on the Wormwood, Mr. Plug woke us with a start, and our day began. Iru learned that he is
No, I'm here.
destined to be a deck
I'm here.
swabber,
my
and
Twitch
found the
was
child
talking
of the
to me.
woman
I was,
who
yeah,
he
I was
winked
getting video
at,
feedback, so
and
I
the
had to
kid
turn
was a
that
little
off real
brat.
quick.
Morgan was propositioned
Not
by
ideal at all.
Scourge,
Anyway,
but she
all right.
rebuffed him and decided a
Ian,
mop and bucket would be
last
better
time on D&D,
company,
buddy.
and she overheard an important piece of gossip. Shortstone seems deluded and thinks it's enjoyable to be on the boat. Eldon took up fishing and managed to catch a few fish before Mr. Plug kicked his bucket over, and his luck turned and he caught a school, nay, a college of tuna. Quintus discovered a secret stash and proceeded to cook a passable meal. Tazik was put to work under Ratline, but managed to convince Ratline he didn't need to be overlooked, then went down to the lower decks to ask about the cannons in their care. We witnessed a keel Holland. That was slightly after. Quintus flirted with Cutthroat Grok and earned a way to possibly gain a few items from our former life. Iru's hand was healed by Quintus, and then through the healing touch of Shaylin. Although Iru was planning to avoid getting shot again by using the same hole to get shot every time, his plan was foiled by the healing.
Sadly.
Eldon found a dwarf with rune tattoos who is rarely seen and may be important later. Then we witnessed a keel hulling where Scourge and Plug cast a human named Jake Magpie under the boat, or Jake's Magpie, and down to meet Davy Jones after he stole a coin from the captain. The surgeon Stitchman took the body of Magpie down to be disrobed and disposed of with the help of Quintus. We have pigs named Oinker, Oinky, Oinkster, Oinksalot, Oinkerton, Jeff, and Bacon.
Best names.
There. Tazik met a cannon worker named Kipper and offered his services and learned of the potential to get a new musket. Morgan attempted to climb the mast to regain her former honor and managed to get to the top, fall down, land, and do an epic stick of the landing to avoid full damage. And Eldon drank with Fish Guts Croup and Cutthroat Grok, where they told him that this was not the first time somebody was keelhauled on the Wormwood.
I leave. As I walk past the pig pen, I say hello to the piggies as they run
Excellent.
away
Nicely
from
done.
me.
Nicely
Hi,
done.
Bacon.
All right, so this brings us to another brand new day. You hear the bell tolling up on top of the deck, signaling the start of the day, and y'all are still in bed, so what
Of
do you do?
course, and I show him the hand.
Well, as you're walking past, actually, you see Stitchman kind of waiting outside the door for it, and he says, "Hey, you there? Come here. Let's take a look at that hand of yours."
Little birdie.
That's some incredible healing you got there. And he's looking at your hand as it's completely healed. There's no sign or there's nothing left of the bullet hole that was there
I'm
just a few
going
days ago.
to
He asked what
roll.
happened. Who healed
God, what's the check called?
Bluff?
Bluff.
I'm gonna like see if he's like lying or not.
You know,
So
it'd
sense
be
motive.
best to
then.
know so I could.
I want to make sure that he
assistance,
is actually
and he squints at you.
actively like searching this person's assistance, not just trying to get the information out of me for free.
You tell me
Well,
what you
not
want
for
to do,
free,
and I'll tell you what the
but
rule
poor,
is.
poor choice of words.
Oh.
Yeah, he's absolutely telling me the truth. That was a 1, by the way.
That's a natural
so
one.
I look at him and it's like, oh, you want their assistance? Of course. Well,
yeah, go for it.
it was the little It was little man with the white hand and
that would
pointy
be sense
ears.
motive. See if he's lying to you. Let's see the roll. Speaking of wisdom rolls, it's
Yeah, the halfling. That's what. Yes. I
he's telling you the truth.
not captain. Officer.
That's a natty 1.
Perfect. That works. Yeah.
We're going to work.
Oh, right, the halfling then. Okay, on with you. Don't be late.
Quint would follow behind
And he
you.
kind of just like follows
Looking
you
a
up the
little
stairs.
less
I'll,
hungover today.
populate
but
all you
still
guys up
pretty
on the
tired.
main deck if you would like. I see
Heading to
Eldon
the
swirling
kitchen.
away, trying to get to. I guess he's going to the kitchen, right? So you guys going to work in the kitchen that you were totally assigned to work in. All right, you guys over there. Front center. Quint looking a little
Try the
less
handle.
tired today. Wonder why that
Anything,
is.
just
Or if
walk
anything
right up.
exciting happened for him.
Kinda
Well, before I get
notice
to you
the
guys
other door's
below
open, turn
deck.
around.
Actually, no. Last week we started on
Uh,
top of the deck. This week we start below
Grok,
deck.
any idea why
Eldon.
Kroop's got the
The first
door
one to
locked
reach
up?
the galley door, and it's closed and locked.
Wonderful. All right.
Nothing. Locked right up.
Start kind of inspecting the door, see if there's any obvious way we can kind of just break our way into the galley.
That fool man's still in bed. She smiles at you.
Ah, well, that would be much appreciated.
She kind of like
Absolutely.
leans in on the half door and she looks at you and she says, "You know we share a room.
Right, okay.
I can give you the key to go get him." She's like, "I want it back," and she hands you the key.
Open.
And
Open
so
sesame.
the key to
There
there is this one. Yeah. All right. So yeah, the door's locked, but you slide in the key, whatever. Door unlocks. There we go. Should be able to open it up. All right. So you open up the door. and
Quickly
you're
close
just,
the
like,
door before any of them get
greeted
out.
by a chorus.
Just gonna
of
preempt
chicken
that
clucks.
right away. Shut
There
the door.
is no less than a dozen roaming around the inside of this room, pecking and
We
clawing.
close the door.
There's
real
scattered bits of hay everywhere,
Turn to
and the
Quinn.
air is
quick. Okay,
thick with the smell
let's
of
not screw this up.
I agree.
foul
wholeheartedly.
Gotta get him out of bed
foul.
and not let the chickens out.
All right, here.
We don't need to be chasing chickens all day.
Yeah, no, they're kind of cute
The
too.
chickens
I'd
are
rather
labeled
not
1,
have
2,
them
and
get
4.
lost at the very least. All right, and he kind of stretches, and he's like, "All right, I will be on chicken herding duty." And he kind of steps to your side
All right.
into like a 3-point stance.
All right, here we go.
Oh my! Probably for the best to make sure that's working.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Right.
because you're going through Skype
All right.
this time instead of.
We'll try this.
Oh, yes.
This should be a little bit better. I was apparently I was overlapping with Ian there for some reason, so hopefully that is remedied now. Let me know. Mystery messenger, if that's still happening. Okay, cool. So back on it here. You guys open the door.
Yep, stepping in, gonna start heading towards the bed.
Okay.
Quintal
Kind of.
attempt to block the doorway, all 3'3" of them.
Hope you're feeling good on your reflex saves. 'Cause there's a lot of chickens heading your way.
Quint steps in and closes the door.
Yes, correct
The
move.
chickens don't really pay any heed to you. They give you a wide berth, but they're just happy to like cluck along and scratch at the hardwood. And unsurprising,
Fair enough.
Fish Guts is passed out. The air is thick. He is just like he's greasy. He's sweaty. His previously like pristine white apron from just a couple days ago is now more or less back to where it originally was, stained brown and red and foul smelling, as effervescent as ever. But
Resist the urge to immediately go to prestidigitation. Just kind of shake him. Go. All right, get up. Let's go.
yep,
Oi, Kroop.
yeah. Yeah. And he just kind of like grunts and like scratches his belly. You notice that he's kind of like holding one of his chickens as if it was like a stuffed bear, and just like bringing it in closer to him as you try to disturb his slumber.
Oh boy. All right, what do we got here?
Well, we don't
Well,
necessarily have to wake him up. We just gotta drag him to the kitchen.
where's the key? We gotta get in the kitchen. We gotta find the key.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Okay, let's start
right.
scanning the room for the key. That's the
All right,
point.
I
Let's
am
search the room
going
for the
to
key.
when we come back to you, we'll do a perception check. I'm gonna hop up and check in with our people upstage, up top. All right, so, well, as you guys get to the top of the deck, of course, Scourge and Mr. Plug are shouting orders every which way. Sometimes they're conflicting orders, but you know more or less to listen to Plug over Scourge. 3 days in on the ship, you kind of know who outranks who here. Scourge is kind of screaming aimlessly, really, and Mr. Plug is actually getting people ready. He turns to the PCs, says, "You there? Yep. What's your name? Iru. Iru, yes. You will be sent to swab the deck. You, yes, that's right. You swab. And Tazik, you're with Ratline, perfect, Branson. You, Morgan. I promised Scourge to deal with you today. And Scourge just kind of like turns to you and gives you a big, toothy grin. Says, "You're coming with me, love."
All right, officer.
And, I mean, everyone else just kind of goes about milling on their day. Let's see, Dwarf Man goes down to deal with his pigs. This boy's over here. Ratline's already working on the rigging, so Tazik, you know where to check in with him. He's over here. This guy's working on his guns, and everyone else is just swabbing the deck, as is always, except for Giffer. The halfling that you know as Giffer Tibbs is enjoying some fishing today. So, Morgan, I'm going to start with you since the most pressing one. Scourge looks you up and down and he says, "Why didn't you join me last night?"
I didn't want to disturb your sleep, officer. I figured you'd be tired.
And here I was up all night waiting for you. Don't you worry about my sleep, love. I'll worry about it.
Perhaps tonight, then?
Tonight. And he like reaches into his pocket and he's like, "I heard pretty women like pretty things." And he pulls out this like half shattered seashell and he offers it to you. But to be fair though, the shell is actually quite nice of what's left of it.
Morgan takes it somewhat hesitantly, not sure if there's any alternative motives.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you know what the motives here are. And he smiles at you and says, "Take it easy tonight, love. But, make sure you get to swabbing. Don't need to piss off Mr. Plug there." And Plug looks over and he says, "I heard that." And,
But of course, officer.
right, get to it. And Plug just kind of walks away up into his usual position during the day, releasing the other officer stationed there of her duties, and she disappears, of course, into the officers' quarters. So pardon that as she just like flies across the screen. Cool. So Scourge, he's just going to be patrolling the deck, making sure everybody's working hard. Stitchman is disappearing into the officers' quarters as well. As you guys would have heard about just being on the ship, you would have seen that he was up late dealing with the remains of Jake's Magpie. Where the body ended up exactly, you're not sure, but he was taking care of it. Excuse me. All right, so, Morgan, you got pretty much blanket permission from one of the officers to be a little bit lazy today. Just do some token work. Is there anyone you'd like to talk to or anything you'd like to do right off the top?
Can actually make my way towards Sundar Quinn.
Sandara Quinn. Oh, excellent.
Good call.
Oops, sorry. I touched. I like activated her token and I moved her by mistake. It's mommy. All right. Well, Sandara's already working pretty hard. She's standing across from the barefoot woman. You haven't actually gotten her name yet, but she's vibing and enjoying her day.
Okay. Morgan sort of looks over at Sandara.
And she looks back at you and says, "Morning.
Morning.
You
Any
any progress?" She smiles at you.
I
Oh. No, nothing yet. I haven't had much of a chance. Almost had a good look last night though. Saw a few things. Might be able to get you what you was looking for. Just need a little bit more time. I might need some help, but I got myself a distraction for later on tonight. So hopefully by this time tomorrow you may find something in your bunk. Or your hammock, I guess would be more accurate. She winks on you, and, we never talked. Was there any questions, though? Anything you were looking for me?
no, nothing else.
Excellent.
Carry on.
And she goes back to work, and as you, walk away, you hear her and the barefoot girl kind of, giggle with each other.
Okay. Morgan's just gonna continue swabbing, observing.
Okay, Iru, you're closest to Morgan, so that's good enough. What are you up to? What's Iru up to today?
I'm doing what I was told. I'm swabbing the deck.
Swabbing it with all your might?
Swabbing it with all my might.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna do something a little mechanical today. Gonna make you guys roll to see how well you're doing your jobs.
That's it.
Roll to swab.
Profession swab.
Well, I'm
Profession
not getting
sailor
far
would
with
cover
this.
it. Here, just jumps off the ship.
Yeah. Hey, that's a 14, which is a 20.
All right. Jeez, you're plus
Nice.
6 to say profession sailor. Yeah, you're golden. You're doing fine. This deck is looking pristine. So good work. Are you looking to talk to anybody, or are you just trumping along up there?
I'm just kind of trumping along. Just I want to get this top deck done so I can go into the bottom deck, make sure all there is clean, and just kind of chill for the rest of the day.
Hey, Iru, do me a solid. Can you roll perception for me, please?
Aye.
That's what you're going to be using.
I
That is
guess-
correct.
I guess God. Aye, God.
Please, Dungeon Master is fine.
Of course. That is a 10, which becomes a 15.
Well, that's perfect, because with your 15, as you are swabbing the deck, moving your mop back and around, you look down into the grates at your feet, and you see something pretty familiar. The hat, the wide-brimmed hat that Stitchman usually wears, is down there. And he's rummaging through a chest, and you kind of piece together here, and you realize that that's the officers' quarters beneath your feet here. You can kind of peer into their room if you had the chance to do so.
I'm gonna try to peek down without just swabbing the deck, trying to make it look as inconspicuous as possible.
Would you like to roll stealth for me, please?
Sure, should be half decent at that.
Who's ready for a natty one, calling it now? All right, an 11. Oh, that's pretty respectable. It's pretty respectable.
Why is that so low?
All right, well, you
Yep.
take a peek, and you don't really see much. You see Stitchman's kind of putting his clothes away from the day, just kind of haphazardly tossing them into his chest, and he just kind of walks over his mostly naked self over into his bed and just kind of passes out.
Fair enough.
One thing that you do note, though, is that the second officer, again, with the wide-brimmed hats, the officers on the ship love their wide-brimmed hats. She's nowhere to be seen. but you swear you saw her walk into this room. So
Interesting enough. Okay. And then I'll just keep swabbing my merry way.
Cool. All right, so we did Morgan, we did Iru. Tazik, Ratline's waiting for you.
I wander over to him and say, "Oi, Ratline, what's the order today?"
I'm Ratline, you're Ratling. Don't you forget it. And he laughs to himself.
I just grunt at him.
And let's take a look here. What are you doing today? Well, he kind of gestures to all the rope that's around on the deck, how everything's just kind of haphazardly piled around. There's little bits and bobs there and there, and he tells you, he's like, well, you're charged today. Go find whatever ropes are lying around and coil them up, store them somewhere safe. There's a storm coming, Captain said, so we better get this stuff ship shape. And he laughs over the pun and just kind of goes back to climbing the rigging and making sure everything is as it should be.
Then I head off and start gathering.
Excellent. And for yours today, that would be, I would take dexterity or profession sailor.
I think profession sailor will get me slightly better, so.
You're doing your best. It's not the best work you've ever done, but you're getting. I mean, you're piling the rope up. So we'll see how that plays out for you later on. But is there anything you would like to do while you're working?
I will see if I can work my way over to. Oh, let's go. You said this was a halfling female.
Halfling female? Where's that? Oh, this one right here? Yes. She
Yes.
is very much a halfling female.
See if I can work my way over to her while still looking busy and, go. I think you were captured at the same time we were and press gang to the ship.
All right. Did you move over there towards her? There.
Oh,
No problem.
yes,
All right. So, so what you want, rat breath? Yes. I was brought here the same time you was. Jeez, idiots around me everywhere I look.
That's pretty accurate.
She stops. She's like, looks at you for half a second, not expecting you to agree with her. She says, right? What do you want?
It's hard to find clever people in this group. I want to introduce myself. I'm Tazik, and, well, none of us are happy here, but I figured I'd at least talk to a few of the people, see how you're doing.
Tazik? Kind of name's that? Real shitty one, you ask me. Not like mine. Right proper name. Right proper halfling name. I'm Rosie Cuswell, at your service. And she does this great flourish, and, like, it's definitely practiced. You can tell this woman was an entertainer in her past life, but unfortunately she's found herself on the Wormwood.
Nice to meet you, Rosie.
I wish I could say the same.
Yeah, me too. And I just go trying to make friends on this ship, because really, I think if we don't make friends, we'll be here for a while, if you know what I mean.
Would you like to roll diplomacy?
Sure. Now I have to remember to tell you that if I'm trying to improve people's opinions of me with diplomacy, I think I'm -3 because I am stigmatized.
That's right. You are stigmatized.
But I got a 19, so really, bring on the -3.
You know, it's best to. She looks at you up and down and considers your words for a second. She says, "You know, you're right. It is best to make friends, make do with a good time. Well, you've been here a few days, as have I. Spend most of the time here sleeping, though." And she, referencing the fact you guys were out cold for well over a week when you first got on the ship. But, yeah, perhaps maybe tonight after dinner we get to know each other better. Maybe introduce me to some of your friends. And she looks around. Not that one, though, and she gestures to Iru. She's like, that's trouble.
That one is trouble. After dinner. And I go about piling ropes.
Excellent. All right, and she just goes back to swabbing. But as you're walking away, you can tell her mood's a little bit improved, and you you catch yourself, you catch her whistling under her breath to herself as she works. Very jaunty tune, very exciting, energetic. All right, I think that's everyone on top of the deck. Done something here. Let's go check in with our boys who are trying to wake up Fish Guts and look for the key to the kitchen. Is that what it was? All right, have you boys come up with any plans?
Yep.
We're
searching the room.
We're searching.
Gotta search the room.
Quint is gonna take a closer look at Fish Guts Group's pockets and is gonna provide. Is also going to search.
Yeah, I'm scanning the corners of the room, looking on tables, surfaces, any surface that he could have stashed the key before he passed out.
A
My
9,
roll is 8,
followed by an 8.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Quint rolled an 8.
You guys are perceptive this morning. Unfortunately, okay. So Eldon, you're given the room. You're scanning the room, and everything is just covered in either hay, chicken droppings, or empty bottles of alcohol, and you're not finding much luck just looking for where some keys might be stored. Quintus, you're in for a little bit of luck though, as you're rummaging through this very drunk, smelly, foul-looking man. Would you care to roll fortitude for me, please?
You got it. Oh, man. I was literally handling a corpse last night, and somehow that was a little more enjoyable. That is a natural 9 for an 11. Before you say anything, though, I am going to, after the fact, use my halfling luck. I keep calling it a halfling luck. It's actually adaptable luck. If I use it after a roll, I get a +1 luck bonus. With Fate's Favored, it's a +2. So that 11 becomes a 13.
All right, so with your 13 to your fort save, you have no trouble handling this sweaty, sticky, greasy man as you're rummaging through his pockets and finding it. You swear this was a stick of butter in here at one point, but like it's just like melted away to just like the paper that was wrapping it. And you find the odd coin here and there. Feel free to keep it if you want. It's like 3 coppers worth, if the dice are to be believed. Yeah, let's call it 9 copper. That's a little bit better.
All right. Of the 9 copper, Quint pockets 3.
All right. And yeah, no luck on keys, but you do notice that his sizable beer gut is definitely covering the pockets on his apron as he's like sleeping on his back.
Well, Eldon, if I'm gonna be honest, if it'll be anywhere, it's probably hidden deep in that apron. I don't really have the strength to move all this bulk. I don't know if I got the fortitude to wake this guy up either.
Yep. All right, I got it. So kind of brace myself and just lean into basically heaving his gut out of the way to let Quintus get into the pockets.
All right. Part of me wants to be awful and make this a strength check, but it's pretty easy. So.
I was gonna say the guy doesn't weigh more than a barrel. Please don't do that.
All right. Well, Quintus, you start rummaging through the pockets, and like when Eldon lifts up the gut, the room, the smell of the room, the air thickens considerably of unwashed. You assume Krupp is human, but this close to an inspection, you can't be too sure.
I'm no expert on these things. Fish Guts Krupp took the whole keel hauling a little extra hard last night. This is a good slump. I don't think he's gonna wake up anytime soon. Yep.
So we need that key. We need to find that key.
All right. Well, the key is very clearly tied to his belt underneath his gut there.
Excellent.
So you managed to get it. It's
Nice.
unfathomably warm, and definitely more than a little damp.
Oh.
But you got it. You did it. The chickens are all still in the room. I've been rolling to see. I rolled a couple to see if you guys would actually manage to lose some chickens, but you're all too quick for me.
Excellent. Well,
It's a side quest we didn't need today.
There goes like
Chasing
2 hours
chickens
of what I
around.
had planned. Thanks, boys.
yeah, right. The hardcore 3 chicken fight. All right, Eldon.
We got that key.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
got
back.
the key, and more importantly, we got free range of the kitchen. I've got a couple of things on my plate, metaphorically and literally. I can't help but notice that that body's gone. Hopefully, someone else took care of that last night. Truth be told, once we started partying, I forgot. But
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think that was the point. We all drank and we all forgot.
yeah,
It was
on
well needed.
on the topic of drinking, and Quint kind of gestures behind him, where Cutthroat Grok is, and says, we'll continue this conversation momentarily. And he'll put the key into the lock.
As Quint's opening the door, I'm going to turn to Grok and hand her back the room key.
Not
Much
a
appreciated.
problem,
Thank you
bud.
kindly.
Tell me, how was my roommate?
Well, prone to start.
That man can sleep through a hurricane.
Well, I would hope so. On a ship like this,
One-
hurricane might not
one
be
could
ideal
only
for
hope.
anyone who is awake.
Grok, I gotta ask, does this always happen whenever there's a keel hauling? Because I don't think that Fish Guts Grok is waking up at any point today.
Oh, these happens with most days.
I see.
Yeah, especially on the days after a keel haul. No one likes that, but Fish Guts, he's got a heart of gold, so he's sad, but
Yeah,
he's good, man.
I kind of got that sense from him. I mean, out here on the sea, the epitome of freedom. I mean, if he wants to drink all day, do that with his life, who am I to get in the way?
All right, well, you boys can feel free to open the kitchen. Grok just kind of smiles at you, and yeah, it should be good. Actually, Eldon, I meant
As
to ask
Quint-
you, or Quint. Sorry, it was Quint that was talking with Grok there more than Eldon was. Could you roll perception for me too, please?
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I've already fed you guys this little tidbit of information, but 13 is good enough to get you guys that again.
So 13.
You do notice that there is definitely some of your personal effects are in the quartermaster's room, as you guys already know. But you notice something a little bit newer, shinier, gorgeous looking instrument there that's kind of leaned up on the floor there. Gorgeous piece of quality. Just from a glance, you can tell that thing was well loved and well made.
Yeah, I think Quint will close the door behind him with Eldon beside him. He says, well, I worked out a bit of a deal with Cutthroat Grok last night in exchange for a choice select, one of these casks of wine. She'd be willing to trade back some of our items. She did clarify 1 for 1. I don't know what we can squeeze out of that, but I think we're in a very unique situation, seeing as how, well, we're the kitchen crew. I think we should get our items back. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
Yeah, I mean, if she's willing to give me something as well for giving you a hand, then by all means. But I suspect she may be not so generous in that sense, and I think you may be the one for the one that she's asked of you.
Yeah, I suspect you're correct. However, it's good to ingratiate ourselves. I don't know about you. I'm pretty exhausted. I've been going out of my way to be as friendly as possible.
You've done a marvelous job.
Well,
I mean,
I appreciate that, because I'm not going to get much done today. And Quinn,
that's all right. If the food doesn't taste good, I'll just use a little magic just before we serve everybody. I can make all their bowls taste really nice just as we serve it to the people we like.
now I know
We'll be square.
you can do the whole press the digit stuff, but what else can you do? You can make the food taste good. Tell me more.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty rudimentary magical trick, but as you saw, I can clean things, soil things, warm things, cool things, and impart a bit of flavor where there is none. Make the hardtack on the road tend to taste a little better once in a while, and that sort of thing. So if we're ever in a spot where we don't have time to put a lot of effort into our cook, or we're deprived of some key seasonings, we can probably make do. We can probably spice things up a little at mealtime as we serve.
Oh, that's excellent. You don't need any like fancy components or foci or whatnot to do your magic. Is there anything I should try to keep an eye out for?
No, myself, I'm blessed with a little inborn talent. I don't need too much in the way of components or books or any sort of knowledge. It's sort of just a natural thing I can tap into. Seems to be something, some kind of bloodline or some kind of heritage that's blessed me with a bit of arcane ability.
Huh. Well, that's incredible. Very, very good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Yourself, I know you. I've heard you kind of mutter some prayers to various deities. Now that I recall,
Yeah.
I presume some of your abilities that I've seen tend to come from a more divine source of power.
Well, that would be a safe assumption. I don't have too many compunctions about honesty. I suppose I could let you in a little bit. I do have a very particular set of skills that I've acquired over the years. Various jobs, people I've met. I've learned a couple of ways to make myself convenient. I have spent a fair amount of time as a surgeon. If you do find yourself injured, I would recommend maybe making your way to me. I could probably see about easing your suffering a little bit.
That is very good to know.
Yeah. Well, and as far as the whole deity thing, I do have a couple of different choice deities that I do like to worship in my own ways. I think, well, in this world, you'd be a little short-sighted not to stack the odds in your favor.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And
well,
you got some wicked tattoos, might I add. I got stories to them, I think.
Nothing too dramatic, but a bit of work. I picked up a bit of a skill for it on the road on my travels, and decided to give myself a little bit of ink for a bit of flair and just a bit of style fit into my particular choice selection of abilities that I feel I have. Kind of gestured and kind of show him all across. I'm wearing a coat with kind of elbow length sleeves, jerkin kind of thing, so you can't see much, but from elbow down you can kind of see there's jagged kind of lightning-esque tattoos that swirl all the way around the forearm down towards the wrist and then just kind of before the palm, and that's on both forearms. And you can see that while they are faded, they are primarily black, but there's some definite kind of edging highlight lines in like a paler blue color, so there's kind of like meant to be like flashing lightning kind of, but the brighter colors obviously fade a little bit over time, so they're not quite as clear, but definitely visible on the lower parts of the arm.
Those are nice. Very well done. I take it these tattoos were your choice. I like that.
They were, and done by my own hand, so a little bit of talent for that. If we ever come across any materials or anyone's interested in a little bit of extra style, extra flair where clothing might be lacking.
Wow. Well, tell you what, if I come into any kind of bamboo and ink, I'll let you know. I might have a future commission for you. I got some old work that needs an update, but I'd rather not show those off. We're a couple days in. We'll give it a little more time,
Fair enough. Well, if we're going to negotiate with Grok for some of our effects that were acquired at the time we were acquired, I would say there's a set of tools in there of mine that I curated a little bit and acquired for just that sort of thing. So if we ever get my hands back on those, I could definitely consider doing some work for anyone who's interested.
That's good. That's very good. Keep that in mind. I bet some of the other folk on this boat, on this vessel, I should say, would not mind a little bit of ink. Excellent. Well,
I suspect.
I suppose, well, truth be told, I I was just gonna take this wine and bring it right to Grok, but I think perhaps we should put our feelers out, see if there's anything important we should find. I have a couple of items I wouldn't mind having, but I can survive without them. If this is truly a one-for-one trade, I'd like to find something we could really make worth our while, you know? Well,
I'm blessed to say I tend to travel very light, so I'm not missing anything of too significant value. Though there is a small gemstone I like to keep on my person that brings me a bit of comfort and you know tends to give me a little luck when I'm getting into trouble.
you got yourself a daystone. I got one of those. Little good luck rock. Keep it in your travels. It's good.
Something like that.
Does
Yeah.
it talk to you too?
Well, I hope so.
Only when it's in your pocket.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. Well, along those lines, I too have one of those. It's a little less fancy. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Anyways, I suppose we should probably get an idea of what to serve the crew, and then maybe we can mingle a little bit. I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of time above deck
Would
today.
you care to roll? Profession cook.
You got it. And you know what? I'm feeling overabundant in my halfling luck here. My adaptable luck, I should say. So I'm going to preemptively use adaptable luck to gain a +2 luck bonus. Becomes +3.
Would you like to burn a hero
with,
point too? Make it a +11.
Fate's favored. That's right. Nope, they're luck bonuses. They don't stack. But yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'll do that. And for the record, he's gonna mutter a prayer under his breath and provide guidance to himself. Let me go ahead and give you that.
Man's looking to
profession
cook a full 7-course meal for a bunch of salty pirates.
He's got. Hey, if you're stuck on board, very few things to do. Take pleasure in the little things. All right. Well, with a natty 19, that is a total of
All right,
30.
you got, buddy. You're 30 to cook. You're gonna turn what like scraps and like refuse you can find in this kitchen into a full-fledged, delicious meal. It's gonna be the nicest food this crew has eaten in weeks, if not months, if not years.
I'd
some.
imagine you probably see almost like a glaze of kind of come over Quint's eyes as he's looking through the ingredients, and he's kind of talking to himself, and he's getting into a good groove here, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I hadn't realized how good this could all be together. Oh my God, look at all these! Oh, by the princess herself. Oh, hold on." And he's in some kind of passionate fury that you have not seen the last couple of days.
Love to see that passion, that joy, that wonderfulness. Well, you guys are busy cooking. We're gonna get busy doing stuff up top. Tazik, how's your rope collecting going, buddy?
I think I've worked my way to the other side of the ship now.
All right, good hustle. There's a lot of rope, so it's definitely going to take you most of the day to get it sorted. But
Yeah.
I mean, good on you for keeping busy. It's very important. Any other mingling, anything you'd like to do? Scourge is, of course, just, stomping around, just like literally doing laps of the ship. The guy's like never in one place for long. But you can tell as he walks by, he takes a second to glance at pretty much every woman on the ship. He's taking his time, enjoying it. And he's definitely sure to give Morgan a sly wink and the occasional pat on the bum if she's facing the wrong direction as he walks by. As pirates do. But beyond that, the deck's busy. Everyone's working their way. So Tazik, what are you up to, buddy? You just roping away?
Roping away. I'm going to chat with this Gipper Tibbs and just walk over and go, "Hey, name's Tazik. How long you been here?"
She looks at you and she says, "Been here a while. I work, I fish, swab, clean, do whatever, really. As long as I'm busy, they don't seem to bother me much. But I've been here longer than any of this lot. And she turns around and gestures to the rest of the swabs on the deck. You're one of the new ones, right? The Rat Man, obviously. Tazik? Tazik, was it?
Yep. That's the one.
Interesting. What brings you to the ship?
I'm assuming drugs and a boat.
Yeah, that's how they get most of their crew. Something I can help you with.
They go through a lot of crew
Are you
around
looking
here,
for
don't
a
they?
fish? Crab?
I like fish.
Oh, well,
Fresher the better.
she reaches into her bag and pulls out just like something. You're not really sure what sort of fish it is, unless you're proficient in like knowledge, nature, or survival or anything. But
Aha.
oh, jeez. Okay, well, excuse me a second while I look up
That
like
is
what
a
sort of fish.
26 nature check, and that is a pretty damn good nature
That
check.
is
Yeah. That is a blue tang, emperor blue tang.
All right, so I googled random ocean fish, and the first option I see here is a wabagong. So that's what she is offering you, is a wabagong.
Perfect.
I have no idea what a wabagong is. Let me actually take a look here.
No, dude, it's not good.
Oh, that's fine.
know.
It's a shark. It's good.
It's a shark. It's a carpet shark,
Yeah,
basically.
I take it from her and go, much appreciated.
And she winks at you and says, take it down to the cooks there. I hear Fish Guts' new apprentice there is top notch. Not like the other one though. It's doesn't seem to be doing much, but
Yeah. Much appreciated. And I
just waste the fish over it. Love it. And she just goes back to fishing. And she kind of stops though, and she says, life on the ship can be rough, so if you need something, keep it to yourself. She goes back to work.
I go, same to you, and walk away.
Right, so Tazik's making friends, getting fish. He literally got offered a shark in this trying time. Iru, how are you doing?
I'm swabbing the decks, and I kind of overhear the conversation happening behind me, and I kind of like turn around, and I see Tazik just get handed this shark, and I kind of like look at the man. It's just like, well, it's a mousy friend. Is that a shark you have there?
Aye.
It's pretty amusing catch you got there.
Aye. He glares at Iru vaguely. Can I tap the shark menacingly against my hand?
You can try. I'm not sure how big these things are. How big is a wabagong? Let's see here. How big is
How big is a
Tazik?
Tazik?
Okay, how big is Tazik? Let's figure this one out first. How much does Tazik weigh?
I don't even remember. 1 second.
I can tell you for sure though, this wabagong's probably bigger than you are.
Yeah, no, it's
I weigh 75 pounds.
the maximum, the average size is 1.5 to 1.8 meters.
Oh yeah, I'm not even 1.5 meters.
I don't think.
Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm 3'10", so.
Yeah, he's not just like pulling this thing out of a pocket.
It's like
He's like
he's
shouldering this
Yeah.
shark. Like he's
Just walking around casually.
he's like full sack of potatoes.
No,
full
wait,
sack of potatoes.
wait,
with
you
the
said
shark.
you're 3 what feet?
3'10".
3'10". Oh yeah, no. If this is an average size shark, it's bigger than you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a little bit smaller because it was pulled up on a fishing line, but
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Might be a
enough.
juvenile
Yeah.
or something.
definitely more than Tazik could eat on his own at any rate.
But it's just like, yeah, kind of like look over. It's just like, we're going to be eating sharks tonight, good sir.
Yeah, it looks like we might. I'll take it down to the galley and see what the cooks can make up.
Like, I hope that little halfling can cook it up very good. Along with that tattooed fella, I wish them the best.
You're cheerful today.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't get shot yesterday, or locked in a box.
Exactly.
He's feeling more handy today.
But hey,
Dad jokes.
I like your puns, little mousy friend.
That's how you wake up with like a horse's head in your bed. Keep referring to the rat folk as a rat. See what happens.
I'm not referring him to as a rat. I'm referring to him as a mousy friend, but it's as endearing mousy friend.
Honestly, I think if I was a rat folk, I'd
Probably
prefer to be
worse.
called a rat over a mousy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Kind of like calling a human a monkey instead of an ape. Neither is good. One is very far off.
but you can hear it in Iru's voice that he means it as a term of endearment.
Would you like to roll diplomacy on that?
Well,
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'll never make my characters roll dice against each other unless it starts into a combat. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I mean, I don't have a gun yet, so no.
It's like quite the cough you got there.
It's not like I'm looking at Tazik and say.
it really
It's not
won't
like
go
looking
away.
at Tazik and saying "little mousy friend," and it's like, no, I'm saying "little mousy friend." Haha, welcome.
Oh dear. All right.
That definitely makes
Definitely.
it better.
All right.
It's not what I'm saying, it's the way I'm saying it.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Okay, Morgan, I see your approach, and you got anything to add to the conversation?
Yeah, Morgan's actually gonna approach Tazik and just be like, "Do you want a hand with that?"
He looks at her and goes, "Scary human woman. I could use a hand with this. Thank you."
Okay.
See, that's how you compliment a person. Scary human woman. It's great.
I believe that's what they refer to as Riz.
But it's just like with the two of them over here, I kind of like fall back while I keep like swabbing the deck, and I kind of like let them know the information that I saw into the that I saw into the well, like I guess main crew quarters.
Not the main crew, the officer's cabin is what you're looking for.
The officer
Where you
cabin.
guys sleep is where the main crew sleeps.
Well, I figured that we'd be like nothing referred to anything above swabbies. So.
Swabs are part of the crew. Come on, man. You've been a pirate for the last 50 years. You ought to know this.
I do know this, but in this crew, I would figure that swabbies are below reason.
Oh, well, you're fine.
It's called cannon fodder.
True, there we go. The cannon. This.
They no longer have any
So is
tiny-sized crew members because last time they ran out of cannonballs, they stuffed them into the cannons.
Well, they just refilled on a couple, so.
I mean, we could use the shark.
You joke, but many halflings have lost their lives to being used as cannon ammunition.
You guys
Don't worry, I'm
sense
pretty sure-
Quintus's ESP.
I'm pretty sure at this point Quintus has earned his worth to be not used as a cannonball.
That's
for now.
But yeah, I let them know about how someone who walked into the officers' quarters was not in the actual officer quarters.
Desperation is the mother of invention. Yeah, okay, so you're telling
And-
sharing.
I kind of say it like hush hush because I don't really want like Gifford kids overhearing it. I'm not saying it as my loud voice as I was talking in before. I'm just kind of like,
Oh, the wild-haired Giffer is she's not paying attention at all. She's in her own world. She's fishing. She's pulling out more and more wabbagongs as the day progresses. All right. So, what are you guys doing with the shark?
We're gonna try to get it down to the galley.
All right. So, I'll take you guys down to the galley then, real quick here.
Perfect.
I'm also done cleaning the top deck. If you want to just drag me down there as well.
You're not done cleaning the dot. You're not done when you say you're done. You're done when Scourge says you're done.
Well, you're dragging me anyways, apparently. So.
Well, because you're helping with the shark.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys come
Fair
down. And as you guys walk past the deck, heading down to deck, you do notice that Mr. Plug was conversating with the child that you know as Crine's, Officer Crine's son. They're just talking. You can see that the kid was like nodding along to what Mr. Plug was saying, but not much else. It was Plug talking to the kid, not vice versa, really. All right. So Yeah, guys, do what you gotta do. Take that shark to the galley. Man rolls a natural 30 and is about to not a natural 30, a natural 20. No, what'd you roll? 16? 19.
Natural
That's what it was.
19. I rolled a 19. I have a -1 to my wisdom, might I add. But I also used all of
That's
my
true.
resources, so it
It
almost works out.
Yeah, so with your 30 to cook, and this man's about to be handed fresh shark. I wonder what the
Yeah.
what the crew's eating.
So we get to the door, and I just like kind of like knock on the door. It's like, hello.
The door slams open, and you see a wild-looking halfling with a glazed look in his eye, like 17 dishes, all halfway finished behind him, and he's like, protein! He grabs the shark out of your
Slams
hands.
the door.
Well, he tries to.
Say strength check.
Strength check.
Eldon's just like staying out of the way, just like cleaning countertops and stuff, just like wiping down, just like catching like scraps and empty dishes that Quint's tossing around as he's in a flurry of cooking. I'm just kind of keeping the assembly line rolling, keeping him working as fast as I can.
Now all of a sudden we're playing Sushi Go.
Yep. Eldon, do you know how to make shark sashimi? Use my knife.
Oh. Okay.
Knowledge nature? No.
Yes.
Survival.
No, that would survive.
Sashimi is pretty ideal for survival.
I guess I could make an argument for survival.
Knowledge engineering. You got.
No, wait, no, I got it. I got it. What's
Anatomy would be knowledge nature, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a poisonous fish, so you don't have to worry about that. But let's see, survival or I think
Dexterity for knife skills.
dexterity for knife skill. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's see a dex roll for acrobatics. No, sleight of hand.
Dexterity. Do I get a bonus for the knife?
Or attack roll.
Attack the fish and produce some.
Attack roll. Okay, here we go. Dexterity. Let's do that. That is a
God.
natural one.
That is 2 natural ones on the session so far. Between me and Eldon.
Quintus, you watch this man just proceed to massacre this gorgeous piece of shark. Like, we're talking like he's serving up pieces that shouldn't be eaten. He's cross-contaminating them with things that should be eaten. Every single piece is uneven. The fillets are awful. There's more meat on the feel free to go full Gordon Ramsay on this guy is what I'm saying.
I think
So
Quintus
shark
looks
soup,
at.
then.
Yeah, Quintus looks at what's happening and it's like, I suppose the officers could have extra shark rations. Let's just put these chunks in with the porridge I got going on here. This will be all right. We can reduce some of this kelp. Well, I have a little bit of kelp, and I like to put it in with some water, and I boil it down until it gives you the really umami flavor. I feel like we can tie this together, all right? Do not fuck this up for me, Eldon. God, do not.
Eldon will be aware enough to recognize this was not a good move, and he did not do a good job. So he's gonna look down at it. And go,
You're just sitting
right,
here
and
at the door, just
gently serve his knife back to him and go, "You should hold on to that. It's not mine. It's not for me." Which, now that I think about it, it's a knife and a tool shit for him. It kind of handmade
It's a
for him.
tiny knife.
I'm cutting it with 2 fingers like this. Like I'm like.
You have an X-Acto.
I was basically shaving with an X-Acto blade. Like,
As Morgan and Iru are watching this unfold in front of them, they do hear a little "excuse me" as a young little child kind of squeezes past them and heads into the back of the boat, the one that you guys saw talking to Plug earlier.
a little rapscallion that smacked my
That's
hand.
right. Anyway, sorry I cut you guys off on your
one.
brilliant RP there.
As all this is like unfolding, can I kind of just like look for something just to start like snacking on?
You're in a galley. There's lots to snack on.
seeing him
Well,
reach for any of the food, I'm smacking him on the wrist.
Exactly.
No,
That's why
We're
I'm looking
cooking.
outside of the
Drop it
galley
and get
to
out. Drop it and get out.
I mean, the quartermaster's right behind you guys. You could ask Grok. She might have some food stored back there.
I look around. It's like, hey, Officer Grok. By any chance, would you have any snacks that I could munch on? I'm enjoying the show here. You should come watch with us.
I can see just fine, but I am no officer. You want some snacks, though? And she disappears into the back, and here's some rummaging, and she pulls out some, like, dried nuts. Nothing fancy. Hands you a small bag. Says, that one's on the house.
Ah, thank you. Greatly appreciated.
And she looks at Morgan. Would you like some?
I'm allergic.
Don't eat anything on this ship, love.
Wait, oh, Morgan, welcome down below. I haven't seen you down here too much. Did you say you have a nut allergy? That is very good to know.
Starts preparing like 6 other dishes.
You see Eldon literally holding like a little handful of peanuts, about to drop it in the porridge, and just kind of go, put them
Morgan
away.
kind of leans in towards Quinn. She's
It's
like,
nut porridge.
I don't trust anything coming from over there. Sadie.
I got you. You know what? You can come on in. Come get in this kitchen. Come on in. And he'll gesture for you all to come into the galley.
Oh god.
Or the whatever this is. All right. Yep. First and foremostly, I need you to be honest, Morgan. Do you have a peanut allergy? Because if so, you do not want to eat the slightly red-toned porridge I got going on there. However, I can say, from my very limited experience on here, so far, Cutthroat Grok has been disturbingly kind. So that's probably very wise to avoid eating those nuts. Eru, eat up, buddy. You need the protein. My general philosophy is if someone seems much too nice, there's probably a reason for it. But I think we can use that to our advantage. I don't know if any of... Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a quick survival check to see if these nuts are actually, like, healthy for Eru to consume.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, here I was gonna make you roll a fortitude save.
No, thanks.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, they're safe
well,
to consume. There's nothing to worry about.
There we go. Eru just kind of like looks at these nuts and is just like, why not? And just throws it up and catches it in his mouth.
All right, that was a 5, by the way, for a survival check. And yeah, no, the nuts are safe to eat. Grok isn't looking to kill you.
Perfect. There's already enough people on this ship looking to kill me if Grok was. Oh boy.
Yeah, as a general rule, if you find yourself on a pirate ship, if someone's going out of their way to be really nice, probably stay away from them. That being said, I've done a very good job of ingratiating myself with people. So if there's anyone you want me to talk to, we should put our heads together. Oh, that's right. Welcome, children. Don't get in the way of my food making, because I'm in a really good groove. But I did work out a deal with Cutthroat Grok. I figured out there's a very specific wine she likes, so we could probably trade that for one of the very many items that she lawfully removed from our person. So something to keep in mind. I've got a couple of ideas of things that I want, and I'll find ways to get them. But while we're in here, we can put our heads together.
Is it safe to talk in here?
Well, I mean... within reason. These are pretty thin walls, but the surf is quite loud.
As you're saying that, you hear from the other side of the door, who you can only assume to be that child from earlier, yell, "Mr. Plug!" as he, like, runs down the hallway. Presumably heading to top deck.
Eru's gonna scuttle out of this kitchen and go replace his go replace the water in his bucket.
That's fair.
Can't say. We will speak later, but
Yeah.
Oh.
My recommendation, don't leave your tongue too loose. Thankfully, I
never.
don't think there's anything we said that could incriminate us other than, well, going out of our way to be nice, right? And Quint kind of pats Tazik, if you'll allow it, kind of on the shoulder a little aggressively.
He kind of shifts a little bit, but doesn't do anything otherwise.
Yeah. I've already established, I know you guys. I feel, well, I like it if we could stick together.
Probably wise.
Yeah. Now, all that being said, while we have a decent amount of privacy here, the walls are thin, as was just established. So just be careful with
Well,
what you say.
as you guys are like trying to cover your asses here, Mr. Plug and the child return and just completely ignore you guys. Plug stares at Eru and like gives him like a quizzical glance and asks, "What are you doing down here?"
I'm replacing the water so I can keep cleaning the deck up
Right,
top.
stay here. And he walks past you. And you notice that the child's hands are like bleeding. Like this kid's got like open wounds on his hands. Something happened to him inside of that room. And I was like, Plug in the child. The child reluctantly enters, but Plug kind of like drags him in. And yeah, you just you don't hear anything on the other side of the door. It's pretty quiet in there.
I look over to Quintus and I go, I need a musket. Then we can see about what more we can do on this ship to get her out of here.
Now, when you say you need a musket, did you perhaps have a musket when you came here?
I did, and I know where it is. I'm not likely to get it back. It's in the captain's personal armory.
Well, friends, if I may be so bold as to say, bartering some wine for an entire musket feels pretty worthy. So definitely that's currently at the top of my list. Alternatively, I do have some locksmithing tools I would not mind having back in my possession.
Could also be useful.
I know our friend Eldon here has a very fancy stone. I too have a fancy stone I wouldn't mind having, but sorry, I'm derailing things. His stone sounds much nicer than mine.
And then he like aggressively pats Eldon on the shoulder. He reaches up and kind of hits the side of his elbow.
I wouldn't say it's the nicest thing. It's got a solid crack in it, but it's a special little trinket I carry around. It's hardly worthy though if we're thinking about trading for something as valuable as a musket. Although I don't know that a musket would go over well with some of the officers, just seeing you wander around carrying a musket.
No, but my plan is to hide it away until time that we can make use of it. I don't feel right without a gun in my hands.
Right. Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna cue in our break here. We're gonna take a quick 10 minutes, and but the last thing you guys hear is someone angrily pounding on the door to the galley, and
And I've come back in.
we'll come back and we'll be back in 10 to figure out who's pounded on that door. We're live again.
Howdy.
There we go. All right, there we go. And everyone's receiving, everyone's moving. I see Quintus partying
Woo.
over there, having a great time.
Yes.
Ain't no party like a
The
halfling party.
don't stop. All right, so from literally 12 minutes ago, from where we last saw our adventure, somebody was pounding on the door. What do you do?
Ira opens it,
Ira's not standing near the door.
and she reaches over.
She reaches 10 feet
The
over.
person, the person behind. Hey,
It is Mr. Plug-in. He just like doesn't even wait to be let in. He just like stomps in and he looks around and says, "Where's Fish Guts?"
He's enjoying a little bit of an extended break in his quarters. You might have a bit of a rough time
Shut up,
rousing him.
man. Just tell me he's sleeping. It's not good. If that happens again, you let me know. I have to come check on him.
Yeah, understood.
But
I'll keep that
That
in
is not the
mind.
handle there. We got a problem. Rats in the bilges.
Yeah.
They've already attacked Krine's
I'm
boy.
right here.
And you like, you guys, some of you can see him just kind of standing in the background, like nursing his very large bite on his arm. Definitely no normal rat. Plug looks over. Friends of yours?
I'll talk
Anyway.
with them.
You gotta take care of these rats. Any objections?
hey.
No, sir. Though, do you have any weapons you could equip us with?
Grok will equip you. I talked to it. Grok! Give these bastards what they need to get this taken care of. And he just like storms off without waiting for her to respond.
Kazakh just smiles really big at this.
I think Quint kind of like leans over to Tazik and says,
Well, we might have your musket situation sorted out.
I just walk up to Grok's counter and go, 1 musket, please. We will never have a rat problem again.
No muskets, you love. Captain keeps them to himself.
Flintlock pistol.
Maybe. And she goes, and she's like, she looks, wait, what does the rest of yous need?
Dagger.
I take my blunderbuss black in a pinch.
No, Captain's got those. Really, anything with gunpowder he keeps. Can I offer you a crossbow? She pulls out a crossbow.
Might be best with a dagger then.
Dagger. Alright, so that's 2 daggers, and she pulls it out and, like, tosses both of them to you. Not really paying attention if you're going to catch them. Quint, you need anything?
Yeah, I mean, I got a real tiny dagger hiding in there, and with my size, I should probably stick with my tiny, small crossbow, if you can find it back there.
Small crossbow, small dagger, and she, like, been using it as a toothpick, hope you don't mind, and she, like, tosses you a small dagger.
Well, I consider it an honor.
And, you're a pea shooter, and hands you your crossbow.
Why, thank
Now-
you.
Plug never said to return these, but, I'm saying to return these.
Understood. From me.
Iru, what do you need?
Use a rapier. That's my weapon of choice. Well, my weapon of choice is a scimitar, but for now a rapier will do.
Okay. She hands you a rapier, no problem.
Thank you.
Eldon, you said you want yourself a dagger?
1 dagger is more than enough for me.
All right, another dagger. A bunch of little stabby boys for you guys. Morgan.
Rapier.
All right, cool. Get to it. And she closes the door.
To the rats.
Who needs armor?
Not me, dude.
All right, well, you guys approach the door to the bilges, and none of you guys have actually been back here, but you do know from reputation that this is where Jake's Magpie was stored for a few days before he was keel-hauled. Magpie. Keep calling him Magpie. Magpie. And you also know that these are the bowels of the ship, and on the other side of this door is a very, very steep ladder that goes down to the bottom. So it's there's no running out of this room, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's going to be a couple turns to get in and out, but I mean, you guys do what you want to do. Take the lead.
Ira opens the door, and she just kind of how deep is it?
So the bilges are about 10 feet down. It's the very bottom of the ship. Unfortunately, this map didn't actually come with a map of the bilges, but this back room is good enough. It's not very large. It's literally where water drains into the ship, and then you drain it out, basically, right? There a bunch of nasty stuff is stored, and it's where, it's just storage for things that can handle getting wet, and where they'll keep the prisoners. You guys open up the door, and it's dark, first off. Thankfully, you guys have some light, so light it up, all's good. You do see immediately that everything is covered, like wall to wall is covered in cobwebs, and you can see little critters, little spiders just kind of like running around on them here and there. But what's most disturbing is probably the like knee-deep water in the very bottom of the ship.
Whose knees?
Whose knees? An average medium-sized creature's knees.
Yikes.
Okay, so it's gonna be
up to your armpits and probably up to Quint's nipples. So, which a little bit lower than armpits, but not by much. Come to think of it.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, you guys. I'm assuming you're all gonna enter the room.
Yep.
Yep.
Quint will kind of gesture to Tazik and be like, all right, load these crossbows. I gotta admit, I don't spend much time shooting rats with this thing, but better than this puny knife.
All right, and for the record, what's about to happen, it was Season that decided. Okay, just gonna put that up there. Well, you guys get to the bottom of the bilges, and you feel the ship sway, and it's dark, and it's quiet, and you feel the cold water wrapped around you. It's very uncomfortable, very difficult to move around in, hint, hint. And out of the corner of your eyes, you see something move, and then something else, and a rat pops out of the water.
That's a cute little lad.
Followed by another. And another. And one more for good measure. But we're not done yet, because it seems that Iru, Tazik, and Morgan have somehow managed to surround one that was just kind of chilling. And, oh dear, there's another one. And what's terrible for Eldon is that, oops.
Okay.
I just want to say, in my time playing Pathfinder and D&D, I've fought some rats. This is the coolest looking rat token I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It
actually.
really is.
You better be watching this live, dear audience.
To see these rats.
You're missing out on so many cool visual cues.
That's right. That's right. So I think this is the first official time I'm saying this on camera for Let's Throw Dice. Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I
job.
think I gotta do.
Oh no! Wait, this
No,
could
no.
be. Do we have to start
God.
a counter?
Eldon, no. Morgan Rollo.
Morgan Rollo.
Let's go. All right,
Uh,
start the count. I'm putting in. I'm starting a count.
For the context of the viewers here, Eldon has a drawback that if he goes last in combat, he has some.
Basically, takes a -1 penalty on pretty much everything if I am the last to act in among our allies.
You have improved
And
initiative,
I also no, but Iru does. Thanks for that.
No, I don't have improved initiative. Not
Oh, you
yet.
swapped that out.
I have Wildfire Heart, which gives me +4 initiative.
Okay, impatient counter 1. It's going in my
All
notes.
right.
Don't worry, I'm only getting improved initiative at I think level 4.
Okay, so that's 7
That's too soon.
7 rats. And all right, I'm gonna roll them all individually because I have that option on Foundry, so that's fantastic.
Nice.
And make it public since none of these guys are named. So top of initiative, Iru, take it away, buddy. You got a rat in front of you, and several rats in the room, but one specifically.
I'm just gonna go for I'm just gonna take my rapier and I'm just gonna go for a nice quick stab at the one right beside me.
All right. Well, see what you do. Impress me.
Oh god, I'm suddenly feeling pressure. I'm making the first attack roll.
This
Oh
is the
god.
first attack roll, Fran. Let's throw dice, buddy.
Oh god.
This is all you, man. All right, with a 22.
Oh, nice.
22 to hit with a nice 8 damage on this.
All right. Well, unperturbed by this rat, you've seen many rats in your days of pirating. You take the rapier and stab it between the creature's eyes, and it twitches and convulses around the rapier before dropping dead. That is the first rat eliminated. Oh man, and that was the one that was gonna go next on initiative too.
Good show.
Good
That's
shit.
hilarious.
Still another one.
So that was Iru's turn. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Or anything else you can do, even?
Movement.
You can take a 5-foot step.
Always
Take a 5-foot step. Bring yourself 5 feet closer to the next rat that you want to kill.
Or 5 feet further
5
away.
feet further away, up a ladder. It's like Quintus is like laying at the
Yeah.
top, hoping to shoot them.
Nope.
Anything? You're done?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So that was
That was my full turn.
all right.
I ain't gonna move.
That rat is
Sit
kill. Next dire rat we have is this boy down in the corner. He is going to run to the closest motherfucker next to in sight, which would be Iru, of course. And he's going to take an attempt to bite him. So, if I'm doing this right, which I don't think I am because Foundry is not kind to me, so we're going to have to do this the hard way. But it's going to go for the bite. Single attack. Does an 18 hit you?
I am going to use. I'm going to spend a panache point here to use dodging panache, which basically gets me to lets me move 5 feet.
Okay.
Doing so grants a swashbuckler a dodge bonus to AC equal to her charisma modifier, minimum 0 against the triggering attack. So
Cool. So you're stepping backwards 5 feet and avoiding the attack entirely.
Yeah.
Cool. The rat jumps out of the water and into the air and takes a bite, but you narrowly dodge it and take a huge jump backwards in the water. Wait, can you use that on difficult terrain? Because that's what this is.
it doesn't really say anything about terrain.
So it gives you
I guess it gives him a dodge bonus, right? So it's not
This movement is not a 5-foot step, it says on there, so you can still
Okay.
do it. Do keep in mind, does adding your charisma bonus get you higher than AC 18?
Wait, no,
Then that still hits.
I do.
Yeah, then it still hits.
Okay. I thought it was, yeah. All right, so that's definitely going to hit you then.
Yep.
So you take 2 damage. And, oh, yeah, that's right. These are dire rats, so I believe they're diseased.
Oh god.
Yeah, who needs disease? Diseases are fine, man. You're on a pirate ship. That's what happens.
Yeah.
When will I get to make a reflex save? That's the thing.
Oh, probably not in knee-deep water. Can you make a fortitude save for me, please? All righty.
Fortitude save.
All right.
That is a 6.
Okay, cool. I got to take some notes here. So, I'm gonna make this private. Don't want you to know when terrible things are gonna start happening to you. Okay. So
Silent rolls.
cool. Thank you, Iru. So the rat man, and you take 2 damage. By the way, I'm not sure if I said that. And you may or may not have a disease. Who knows? Next on initiative brings us to Morgan. You're up.
Okay. Going to attack the rat that's
Behind you? Sure. Sounds good. You should have attacks, yeah. Definitely gave you your attacks. I hope. Now I'm like second guessing myself. Yeah, you do. Okay, on your main page. Got your rapier right there. Sweet Christmas. All right, so a 17.
Nice.
Was that on a 10? You have a plus
Yep.
2 base attack bonus, 4 strength. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, she would have given you your rapier back too, so that would be the one. All right. Excellent. Well, and that was the one you said you were attacking behind you with a 17 and 5 damage. You kind of like slash downward at the creature, like sticking your point like in between its I'll say it's like collarbone, and you drive it in here and you pull it out, and the blood just immediately starts squirting out of the cavity in this creature's chest, the hole in this creature's chest, and it like slumps over dead, and the water around it becomes red with its blood. Boop. So that was excellently done. Okay. All right. So next on initiative, unless there's anything else you want to do.
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Awesome. Okay. So next on initiative, we have a rat boy doing rat boy things. Just give me a second here. There we go. That's the rat. Which one? Which rat is it again? I have so many of the same tokens on screen, so it's a little difficult for me to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this rat's going to run at the closest person, which happens to be dear Morgan. So, Morgan, are you feeling lucky today?
Depends.
This will be a public roll. Does a 17 hit you? You're not wearing any armor, right? So that would be yes. All right, so you take 1 damage. And can you roll a fortitude save for me, please?
Oh,
All righty.
we are not.
That is a 7. Woof.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. All right. Next on initiative, we got Tazik.
Yes. All right. I am going to take a step forward. Oops. I need to select, not the other thing. And since this one hasn't been damaged, actually, no, I'm gonna try. Yeah, this one hasn't been damaged yet. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try to handle animal to make this one not attack us anymore.
All right, you're gonna try to have a little conversate with them, make friends.
Yeah. I get a +4 to this, but I'll
Okay.
add it in because.
Oh, that's right, because you're rat empathy or whatever, right? Rodent empathy.
Yeah. That's the one.
All right.
Rodentia empathy, yeah. Situational +4. Hopefully this works out well.
So 22. Damn, that's already got your rodent empathy in there, right? All right, so
Does.
22. You do manage to convince the rodent to chill out a bit. You know, you see the fur that's standing up on his back kind of relax a little, and the creature gets a little less tense, and it looks up at you, and sniffs the air a little bit, but you can see that this creature is pacified. For now, you don't think it's any danger at the moment.
Perfect.
All right, nicely done.
That's
Awesome,
my turn.
awesome, blossom. All right, the next rat on initiative, unfortunately, does not share the same emotions as the other one, and it charges like right at you, going its maximum movement in this deep water as it takes a bite at your. I'm gonna say your you're small sized, right? So it's going right for the
Yep.
face. Oh my goodness! 16 hits.
Yo, these rats are out of
Nah,
control.
Seriously.
16 hits. 1 damage and a
Yep.
fortitude save, please.
Will do.
Well, wait till I tell you that that last rat in the back has reach, and it's carrying a pole
Please.
arm on its back.
Please no.
Not my best save, but it's not my worst
Hey,
either.
okay, there it is. All right, nicely done. 18. That was an 18 on his fort save, or for a 21.
man
For a
survived.
21 total. Excellent. All right, so Quintus, you're up, buddy.
All right. Well, he sees all the swarming rats, and I think for a moment he considers some hardcore self-buffing, but then realizes the rest of the crew probably have this in hand. So instead, Quint is going to raise his loaded crossbow, and he's going to aim at the only rat that isn't currently in melee with everyone else. And as far as I can tell, it looks like I have a pretty straight
Yeah,
shot
I'd
to
give
it.
I'd give you that, and it's not in melee, so
Perfect.
and it's not pacified.
So great. Perfect. Gonna hit that flat-footed AC. Something tells me that doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and aim my light crossbow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make sure that I have the proper ammunition selected. That's important, friends.
Yes.
All right. Ooh my. Well, that is a natty one.
Oh.
Does a 5 hit?
5.
That is
You managed to
So we
sink
have
the water, sink the arrow into the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
He managed to sink
Managed to
the
sink
ship. You
the
heard so bad.
You had an explosive tip to the crossbow bolt. You didn't realize, and the ship is sinking.
well. Hopefully, people can swim. And that is 3 out of 5 of us to roll a nat 1 this session.
Hell yeah.
Um,
That's a hat trick. Iru, get out of my shot. You nudged me. Come on.
You're
he's like 10 feet
above
below
me.
you.
Yes, 100%. Quint's going to stay where he is. Iru, everyone's looking pretty good still. They got some nasty bites. They got some potential scabies, but otherwise they're looking okay. So Quint's going to use his move action to reload his crossbow,
call.
and that's his whole
all right,
turn.
all right, good try, buddy. You put in the effort. Eldon, you're up, buddy.
Okay.
How's it go? How's it feel going last? How's Eldon doing?
Eldon's frustrated. Eldon is gonna 5-foot step away from this rat and kind of mutter a little incantation, kind of swirl his hands around a little bit, and you watch as he starts to charge up to cast a spell. Little bits of lightning actually crackle along the surface of his tattoos, right along the colored lines, and it kind of crackles around his wrists, and he points at the rat directly in front of him and casts Jolt.
Nice. Let's see it.
So, let me get a targeting because I forgot to target. Rookie move. And pow. Let's see how that works. Right. So that's actually a 14 touch.
14 touches. You deal 3 electric damage.
Sweet.
So this thing is damp as all hell, which I do like to add a little bit of flavor. You know, hitting something wet with an electric attack. It's gonna do a little bit extra. My usual roll is half rounded down, so we're gonna call that 4 damage.
All right.
So that's at lower levels. Obviously, DC's change, things change as it gets higher. But we're gonna call that 4 damage on the rat, and it's looking a little crisp, but it's still standing.
All right. That's me.
Awesome. Nicely done. All right, so I'm just gonna point out though, you did a 5-foot step into a rather large cobweb.
Better than a rat.
Better than a rat. We'll see. So speaking of rats, it's the one that you
And
just
the
shot's
spider
turn,
form
and
comes
it's
out.
going to attack Morgan. Since Morgan is closer, and rats have a little bit of a difficult time with intelligence.
Is it? When I highlighted the one that's next is the one that's actually got reach.
Oh, so it
I think
does.
it's
Yeah,
the
I just had
reach,
that
right?
one
That's next.
selected. You're right. That's my bad. Well, the one with the reach is going to actually go in here, which provokes an attack of opportunity. Morgan, would you like to resolve that, or are you going to let this rat walk right past you?
Oh, it's going down.
All right. Well, would you like to roll an attack, please? Whoa. No.
Let's go.
Crit.
You rolled max
Well-
damage.
Get her done.
Good
Well-
night, sweet rat prince.
Alright, so
That would be a
was
natural 20 for all the
27.
listeners at
It was
home.
a natural 20 followed by a 19
Confirmed
on the
crit.
second roll, so it confirmed, dealing her maximum damage of 20.
Holy.
Rip.
So because this is a crit, I'm just gonna ask, how do you do it?
As the rat's running past, Morgan sort of turns around and skewers it like a shish kebab before it gets within
Nicely
range of
done.
Eldon.
All right, beautiful, love it. The creature. Oh man. Oh wait, nope, that's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Dead. It is the kill. Oh man. All right, so
Overkill.
nicely done. Okay, we got the last dire rat here who hasn't gone yet, and there's the one. So it's going to now attack Morgan instead of doing it earlier. It does it now. Gonna make this public roll. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
All right. Well, you take.
The rats are cracked, dude.
These rats are
That's crazy.
They've rolled anything less than a 16.
Nope.
There was 115. That's so crazy.
And I ain't even skewing these rolls, man. Like, you guys see them. All right, well, you take the maximum 4 damage, and since this is a different rat that is now attacking you, can you roll a fortitude save for me, please?
Oh my god, all these rats have different diseases. Collect them all. Oh, God. That is an
Gotta
8,
catch 'em
by
all.
the way, for the just the listeners.
Oh, no. Oh, dude, that is rough. Don't worry, I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
Mm-hmm.
Just ignore the private rolls like that. Those are meaningless.
I mean, hey, you can't
Nope.
be a pirate without contracting
that?
a few diseases.
It's-
But in Morgan's case, she's contracting these few diseases within the first 3 days of her pirate life.
At least now Morgan has an excuse not to go to bed with Scorch tonight.
Gotta catch them all.
Unless she wants to pass
Oh,
it
that's
on.
true.
Well, this is Scourge we're
Nice.
talking about. He most likely already has these diseases.
Yeah.
So, one of my
At least one.
favorite classes,
trading
I think it's an
Pokemon cards, but
alchemist
not-
archetype, is one that's like literally designed about collecting all of the diseases and giving them to everybody
Yep.
else.
Like Plague Bringer
Something
or
like
something like
that,
that. I looked at that one too.
Excuse me?
All right, we are now back to the top of initiative with
What?
Iru suddenly being inspired. Try out some new characters.
Yeah, no kidding. Iru's just going to converge to this rat and try to stab it.
The one in front of you doesn't want to kill us yet.
It doesn't want to kill us?
Yeah, I charmed
Remember,
it.
it's
but I
a
won't.
friendly. Here, sorry, I should have updated
Wow.
it to be
Not
Can Iru
Not-
tell?
aggressive.
Yeah,
anyways.
Can
Can I
Iru
tell?
tell though?
I mean, just
Oh, don't all animals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's also
too?
warded against
oh,
nature.
that's right. These animals would be avoiding him. Oh, I forgot all about that.
Wait,
The rats shouldn't be going anywhere near him.
They're angry at him though.
That's true. They are angry.
Well, this one's
Yeah.
not. This one might actually run
this
away.
one actually is like recoiling as you approach.
So wait, is it going to try to lead? Because I'll attack of opportunity. It'll just
I mean, we're gonna have to wait for
It'll-
its turn
might
to
leave
find
on
out
its
if it
turn.
leaves.
fair. Yeah, so I'm just going to stab the rat beside it, I guess.
That's this one right here.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna stab the one in front of Tazik.
All right.
I'll protect my little furrykin. No, I am.
No,
not.
you're not. That is a that is a 2 for a total of 8.
That became an 8. I am not protecting my little furry kid.
You are not. You're a little stunned by this rat like recoiling away from you, and it like throws you off your game just enough to miss this rat with your next swing.
I enjoy the context that Ear just doesn't know why animals hate him and just trying to avoid him. He's just kind of like, why do you leave me?
All right, so speaking of, it's now this rat's turn, and since you're the one that last attacked it, you've drawn its attention, and it's angry and upset with you, and it's going to take a bite at you.
No, that's the rat that's going next is the rat that's.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on. It's the red ones I want. I want the orange ones. So friendly rat, he's gonna run away.
Okay.
Friendly.
Yeah, I found if I mouse over the people in the initiative, it puts a red box
Yeah,
around
that's
them and tells me who's going
it's
next.
the orange box. It's the ones I have highlighted. That's on me. That's my bad. But thank you for the reminder. I gotta just remember to like release the tokens after I'm done with them. So this one just goes and runs to the back of the boat. So next
Anyone want to swing at it?
Next up, we got
Cough, cough.
we got some rough news for our rat man friend, because you feel a tickle on you as you're standing there. You feel something like walking through your fur, and you look down, and there's just like this tiny little spider friend just crawling on you, looking for a nice, soft, juicy part for it to sink its teeth into. This spider is bright red. You recognize him on the ones that have like weaved all the webs on the walls, and it takes a chance at a bite on you.
That'll hit.
Oh,
So
boy.
you take 1 non-lethal damage, and can you make a fortitude save for me, please?
Sure.
These bilges aren't very clean.
Eldon is straight up bristling in the corner, let me tell you.
As he's standing inside of a cobweb.
I'm telling you, it's still better than a rat.
All right.
16.
All right, with your 16, you're good. The poison does not affect you.
I've had worse poisons from the cooking at the inn we were drugged at.
All right, so that's that spider's turn. Why is it not? Oh, it should. There we go. Now it's revealed on the. Okay, there we go. Now it's on the tracker. I see how this works. Learning is happening. Okay,
Awesome.
Morgan's turn.
All right. She'll go for the rat straight
All
ahead
right,
of her.
would you care to attack it? Is that
I mean, it's still
an
pretty
11?
close.
Okay, hold on here. That might actually. I don't think that hits. The one right in front of you. 11. You go feeling confident over the last 2 you've killed. You stab down at it, and the rat sidesteps you, and you miss it. It's a whiff.
Right.
And then next up we got the dire rat right in front of you. Aha. Can I have its character sheet, please? It's going for a bite. Okay, there it is. Something lower than a 15. Does an 11 hit you?
If
Likely not.
if the AC is an 11, then
It
would it
favors
hit at that point?
the attacker? The defender?
If you
Favors-
yeah, it
that's
favors
right.
the attacker.
Okay, so then it wouldn't hit.
If you're AC 11, an 11 would hit.
Oh, would it?
All right,
Okay.
so you take
then
2
yeah.
damage, and I think this is the one that poisoned you, so or that the first one. So I think we're good. Not poisoned.
Yeah.
Just go talk to the doctor tomorrow. Is all I'm saying. Okay. So that's that one. Yeah, you take 2 damage, and that's that rat's turn. Which brings us to everybody's favorite rat, Tazik.
I am going to turn around and stab at the spider behind me.
So you're gonna like smack the one that's on you. Gotcha. I could put it
Yeah.
on your token, but I feel like that just blocks you guys.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you if it's on you. And this
Use
one's
my-
sharing your space. It's a tiny creature.
Knifey thing.
11.
Nice.
Sorry.
11 to a 17.
Ooh, buddy, I'm like 99% sure that is a hit.
It's okay. It does 1
It's
damage.
1 damage. Well, I'm gonna call that enough to kill this tiny little spider. Even though rules is written,
Just
it isn't.
stab
But I
behind
think
me.
any tiny spider that has HP more than 1 is a lie. So, it's not a beetle, is what I'm saying. You know, beetles. That's a different story, but
At least beetles would have a higher AC.
it's true. It's
Tear up his armor.
All right, so that's this one right here. The kill. Good hustle. Good hustle.
I just shake myself and go, I hate spiders.
Coarse, irritating. They get everywhere.
I mean, it's accurate right now.
All right, so next on initiative, we got one of the rats, the one standing in front of Tazik. Bring it,
on.
he says. As one of your comrades takes a bite at you. There you go, folks. There it is. That is a 2 for a 3. Natural 2. It misses. Finally, these rats can start missing things. Next up, we got the spider that has made its way onto Morgan. Oh no, sorry, I lied. This one's on Eldon.
I mean, Eldon is in the
Eldon's
web,
in the
so.
webs.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds so
man.
withdrawn. Just I know.
I don't like this.
Aw.
Do you have?
I'm in a bad place. I'm in a bad place.
Oh, please don't hit me.
Yay!
It's a 14.
14, though.
14. Wait a minute.
Wait, what? The...
It's,
Wait
I mean,
a
it is
minute.
tiny
It's a tiny
spider
creature,
with
buddy.
a high dex.
Oh, it's even non-lethal
14 hits
damage.
me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
lethal.
not
You
the part I'm worried
Can you
about.
make
Poison.
a fortitude save for me, please?
No, I can't.
get...
That's my problem. Yeah, there we go. That is a 2 for a grand total of a whopping 3. Oh,
Wait, aren't you impatient? So isn't that a
You
2 for a
called it.
total of 2?
What?
You're impatient, right?
yes,
So that's a total for
I am
2.
patient. That is correct. That is a 2.
Yeah.
Really got to
The
work.
worst part is a 3 would have made it.
All right, what do we got here? It doesn't actually tell me what so I got to go resolve this the hard way. Who would have guessed this free compendium that I
Oh.
got? Jesus Christ. You lose 1 strength.
I don't need that anyway. We're fine.
We're fine. Everything's good.
That's
the-
damage? 1 strength
1
damage?
strength damage, yep.
Yeah, that's great. Good.
Until your clothes become too heavy for you.
Oh no.
This is why we have Quintus to heal
This
us.
is 1 round for 4 one damage per round for 4 rounds.
Unless I make a save, right?
Cure 1 save.
Okay, so I
not the
think I get to make
I
a
think
save. every
yes
round.
you do. You do.
Yeah.
Definitely do.
Yeah, before
If these
offset.
CR 1/4 creatures didn't have that, I would have to apply it just on a principle.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the Scarlet Spider's turn. Quintus.
All right. Well, a lot of different possibilities of what I can do. First round of combat was a bit of a waste. That's fine. I'm thinking second round of combat. He's looking at these rats and spiders swarming his companions, and he looks at his crossbow and he's like, all right, friends, I can wade in with you, or I can try to make this work with a little bit of divine providence. He weighs his options real quick and decides, you know what? Fuck it. Let's hop in. So he's going to drop his crossbow on the steps. As a movement action, he's going to start wading into the water. As part of that movement, he will draw his small cold iron dagger. Mainly, he just wants to get into the room so that everyone is within good touch range. Does anyone look like they're literally dying?
No.
Okay, excellent. Then now that he's waded into the thick of things, he's like, yeah, I think I need a little bit of support. He Yeah, no, that's dumb. Okay, no, he's gonna attack the spider.
He's gonna attack the spider that's on Eldon.
That's on Eldon. Yeah, if it's physically on him, Quint can move 5 more feet to him.
It's physically on him.
Yeah, so he'll do that.
I really just wanted him to, like, William tell the spider off with the crossbow.
So,
Dude, I'll take it.
yeah,
I will take it.
Oh boy, I just wanted to stand back, buff myself, and keep shooting, but we're gonna do something a little more fun, I think. So yeah, he'll stroll in, and then with his standard action, he's gonna try to bat the spider off of Eldon, his kitchen buddy.
All right.
So let me make sure I got that selected.
Impress me.
No, I'm not gonna be impressing you, but let's see. It is a 15.
15 for the spider. You successfully managed to smack Eldon in the face.
Amazing. And that's Quint's entire turn.
I mean, if the spider's on that side of him, would he get flanking bonus?
It wouldn't make a difference. Oh, shit.
Fair enough.
It's a high AC spider.
Tiny creatures, man. They're brutal.
Quint's gonna... he'll end his turn there. Most importantly, he's within good touch range of pretty much everyone. Since I'm pretty sure 5-foot steps can't happen in these bilges.
I'm gonna say 5-foot steps are a little difficult in your case, nipple deep water. All right, so that brings us to next initiative. It's Eldon's turn, and Eldon, I'm gonna let you know right away that there's in fact 2 spiders crawling on you.
Amazing. Do I get to make a fortitude save?
Yes, definitely do that.
Aye.
All right, so
Yes, that is a 19.
That's an 18.
Plus, yes, it's an 18. I'm still impatient. Oh my god, I really have to add that in. I will remember to add that in before next time.
And the DC was 19 too.
No, DC is significantly
Honestly.
lower than that.
Yeah, it's CR half.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right,
Okay.
you're no longer taking strength damage. We got
So I
2
have
spiders
2
crawling
spiders.
on you.
Wonderful. Okay. That is a
I take my dagger and I
thing.
stab the spider.
Stab myself.
I mean, worked for me.
Yeah, see, that sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like how I lose fingers.
You only lose fingers if you miss.
Here's the thing, though. What the hell do I do instead? So we're gonna try and knock one of the spiders off with the
Flick it
dagger.
off.
I'm gonna try to flick it off. Kind of, yeah, like give it one of these and just kind of scrape it off, like credit card on a bee stinger kind of thing. Like, just try to
All right.
scrape it right off me.
I think that would be a combat maneuver.
Okay. Hold up. No thanks. I'm just gonna. It's an attack. I'm gonna attack it.
Oh,
let's go!
Pretty.
That's a nat 20 and 20 to confirm.
2 damage. Let's go.
I'm
2
gonna-
non-lethal.
I'm gonna call the spider unconscious and floating in the water.
Does it just drown in the water?
It's incredible. That is so good.
Yeah. For the audio listeners at home, that became non-lethal, I believe, because of all the penalties I have to my damage. Because that's not supposed to be non-lethal.
That should be non-lethal.
Yeah, no, I think Foundry's doing that because my damage actually was 0.
Maybe. I had issues with Foundry doing that when I had the wrong size equipped.
See, it makes a lot more sense for it to be non-lethal because instead of you stabbing the spider that's crawling over you, I just imagine you just like Batman.
Yeah, I'm literally swatting it. So.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not sure if that's Foundry. That's not supposed to happen per the rules. Like I am looking at it, it is supposed to be, you know. I mean, it's weird because it even says right there, piercing and slashing damage.
I don't know.
But anyway, whatever. I wonder if it's because it rolled 0 damage. It just says, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
no,
lethal.
you're good. You're
Yeah,
good. 2 damage. That's fine. You still got 1 more crawling on you, though, buddy.
Yep.
Don't worry, Iru
Yeah,
will
I
get
know.
it.
That's next round's problem. That's next round's
Oh,
problem.
speaking of, it's that spider's turn.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's see. Just pick on the wizard. That's
I mean,
Bruh. Bruh.
it's like 90%.
all right. So it's
D&D.
one.
Bruh. Tiny spider, 23 to hit.
Yeah,
Get
they have
off me.
like immense decks.
Can you roll a fort save for
Or-
me?
Yeah. Yeah, I
I'm
can.
waiting for that one. Technically,
Total for an 11. The
There's an
poison does
11.
not take effect.
Oh, thank God. Low level wizard gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Low level sorcerer gameplay.
Imagine playing an arcane character in Pathfinder. What's wrong with you?
Game starts at less than level 5. Arcane character.
All right, so another spider has materialized on Iru this time.
Yes. That's not me.
Oh shit. Oh, this is so good. All right, so the spider is of
How many
course
finesse
going to
points
go
do I
for take a little chomp and fails,
nope.
but bites into like the one heavily quilted part on Iru's body.
Wait, if I already use dodging finesse, would I dodge and the spider fall off
No.
me? Damn.
Also, you would provoke from the rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, dodging panache,
I
you
know.
provoke attacks. It's not a 5-foot
All right.
step.
Oh bless! This combat's going so much better than I imagined.
Mm.
Oh man,
That's
I could.
great.
Okay, so dead rat, living rat. All right, and it's this one
Friend rat.
standing right next to Morgan. So Morgan, you're getting nommed.
The one next to Morgan is. Oh, down at the bottom, yeah.
Yep.
So 17,
the one
that's a
on the
hit.
bottom
That's
left
4 damage. I'm not gonna make you roll a fort save because this is the one that got you last round.
Today's episode of what diseases does everyone contract?
All right, Iru, you're up. You got a spider on you and a rat standing to.
Let's just go down the list of every single. I'm attacking the spider. Let's just go down the list of every single plausible disease, and that's a 12 to hit the spider.
That is, you just managed to give yourself a
that's
solid
a-
pat down.
And yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to do something else this turn, but sadly a spider appeared on me. So
All right, so that is now the rat that is friendly to you guys. He's just chilling on the back. He's living his best life, standing on top of the crate, sniffing, looking for food, scratching.
he's also trying to stay as humanly far away as from me as possible because he can't get within 30 feet of
Morgan,
me.
you're up.
Not humanly, rattingly.
Rattingly possible.
All right,
That's a four.
I'm going to go and try and
Okay.
take vengeance on that rat.
Vengeance. No.
Oh, that's a vengeance.
God damn.
That's a vengeance right there.
Die,
Okay, so it's
rodents.
the one that just bit you. This one right here. This one,
Yep.
the one that has 1 health left.
Not anymore.
All right. Well, I gave you a crit last. How do you want to do it?
Shish kebab again.
Let's just imagine there's more and more rats on your rapier.
Can I?
Just saving up for dinner for later.
Looks like rats back on the menu, boys.
Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, so good. All right. Next up, we got the rat standing directly in front of you. This boy right here. He's actually gonna take a bite of Tazik. He's starting to smell the blood coming off of Morgan, and he's not comfortable with that. So Tazik's looking pretty tasty. Does an 11 hit you?
Nope.
Well,
High
high
dex.
dex, baby. Love to see it. All right, Tazik, you're up.
I am going to. I mean, at this point, I'm torn between trying to kill the spider on Iru, but
Oh no,
I should
spider on me.
probably.
Wait, is it not dead?
No.
No, you just patted yourself down, buddy. The spider
Oh.
on you is still living.
See, when I understood how I understood patted down, it meant it actually died from the pat.
No, I'd explicitly say it's dead.
I'm going to try to charm the rat in front of me
All
again.
right. Ooh,
The one, it hasn't taken damage
18.
yet, so
Oh
it's a
dear,
chance.
that's actually pretty. That's pretty good.
Needs to calm him down and stop him from
Yeah,
attacking. us.
actually, the rat's pretty chill. He chills out. He's picks his ears up at you and kind of nods along, appreciates the good word. And you can tell that this rat doesn't seem to be that much of a threat anymore. That's this one here who just attacked you, right? Or the one
No, the one right in front of me.
Okay,
this one.
perfect. So we're going to
I'm like, run away from this guy. And I aim at a pointed
he's out
ear.
of combat now, so whatever. Leave him where he is. And I don't know what a good friendly one is, so we'll just give him fatigued. Sure. So I call him fatigued, and I'll call this one down here fatigued as well.
That works.
All right, so that's good. Tazik, excellently done. Quintus.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna keep up the consistency, go for the hat trick of usefulness, and I'm gonna self buff. So I'm gonna cast a spell. Now, DM, up to you if I'm within reach of these tiny
creatures
spiders.
don't have reach.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. So he is, you see, he kind of closes his eyes, and as soon as he opens them, there's almost like a divine fire within, and he casts divine favor
Nicely done.
on himself. Yep. Now, technically speaking, Quint doesn't have spell components or anything, but oracles don't require divine focuses for casting spells. That's a thing I learned literally earlier today, so that's nice. So Quint buffs himself, and there's not much else he can do. That's his
Good turn.
entire
No, it's good turn. It's a good turn. Eldon, the great and powerful Spider Slayer.
Try to scrape off the other
Give me
spider.
old bonkeroni.
Yep. Doing the
So we've had-
bonkaroo.
Nope.
Oh,
Yep,
nice.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
That
That
was
ain't
an
it, Chief.
11. Unfortunate.
Hey, with impatient. Look at that. That
Yeah,
worked.
nice.
Fantastic.
Nice. Excellently done. Riddle me impressed.
Did that on the fly.
All right, and hey, look, it's that spider's turn. Second verse, same as the. Actually, you know what? Questions. Nah. Spiders aren't intelligent. Can't play spiders intelligently, unfortunately.
Well, not when they're CR.
That's right. There are intelligent spiders, but these ones ain't it.
Yeah.
So that's one non-lethal. And may I see a fortitude save, please? Y'all are gonna need some milk after this.
Ear's only been hit once. I'm vibing. I probably contracted a disease that ear already has, so.
Well, we'll see how that goes for you. Yeah, fortitude save, please, Eldon. Whenever you.
All this is so Dio can test out the
Oops,
new
sorry.
STD chart he found.
Yeah.
Fortitude.
Hey,
Oh boy.
there you go.
Yes.
Sweet.
This man's out here
Oh,
saying you can't roll
man.
4, and this pulls out a 17.
Yeah, that's all dice. All
Yeah,
dice.
raw
All right.
dice.
Nothing but dice.
Iru,
That is literally
the spider
raw
ain't
dice.
liking what you got to offer, so it jumps itself over onto Tazuk, which does provoke.
Oh, I'm attacking.
Tiny little spider just flying through the air towards Tazuk. He says he tries to swat it out of the air. Let's see what happens.
So then, wait, do I also get an attack of opportunity?
Actually, you would get an attack of opportunity too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I should get one as well.
Oops. Sorry. Just take
well,
the first one.
it's
my
dead
apologies.
from me.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is dead from you. So I think you guys clashed like at the same time and just like, actually no. What am I saying?
Well,
You rolled a crit. You get to decide. Actually, no, it didn't confirm. Did not
yeah.
confirm. So yeah, don't worry.
Well, either way, I was going to say we just like clashed swords and just caught it right in between.
Just like a solid swing.
I just cut off its legs, and so when it tries to land on him, it just falls off.
That was nicely done. All right. So that's that one done, and that brings us now
Yeah, the other peaceful rat.
to the other peaceful rat who's just going to recoil
Run away
at
from Iru.
some stank that's coming off of Iru and just like run back here and chill with its fellow ratty boy. And that brings us to next on initiative. Top of initiative, rather, Iru.
So I have a certain spell called Sun Metal. It says target weapon. Does that mean my weapon, or can I pick a weapon?
What's the range?
I'd probably need to be beside it.
Yes.
Well, what's the range?
The range is touch.
So it's
So, yeah,
your
I need
weapon.
to-
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you can
Or
touch
you
someone
can
else's.
touch
Yeah, it
somebody
just says
else's.
target
Yeah.
one melee weapon.
Yeah.
Range
It's
touch.
not, it's not personal.
Yeah,
So,
you're
it's
good.
not personal. So you can.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like sneak around like the back here and basically just kind of like reach behind Morgan and just slap her weapon and light it on fire, just roasting the two rats on her sword.
The air smells like nice roast meat.
And for the context of your next attack, you will gain extra fire damage, an extra 1d4 points of fire damage if you hit.
Ooh, roasty toasty rats.
All right.
Hey, we have more food to cook tonight. This is great.
Oh, yo, Quint with that 30
Oh,
on his
yeah.
cook, buddy. These guys are in for a feast tonight.
You can tell Quint doesn't seem fully into this fight because he's still mulling over what to add to the dishes.
Like with that 30
Quint's
on
bumping himself
cook,
and going,
like, Quint is going to be
Rosemary,
able to like
rosemary will be perfect.
with the like 30 on cook, Quint is going to be able to like roast the diseases out of these, and they're just going to be
Well,
pure
that's that. Congratulations,
Oh,
you
yeah.
discovered why people cook their food.
meat. That was the fucking
Iru has made has awakened his third eye today. He's one step closer to Nirvana. Friendly rat continues to be friendly. Morgan, you're up.
All right. There's one more rat that needs to
I
be dealt
blessed you
with.
with fire, kill it. Well,
Oh, 12. 12, 12. 12 is a whiff. Your blade suddenly catching fire kind of shook you a little, and you missed. You missed the stab. But your blade does smell amazing. That roast rat, top stuff.
Good.
And it's I think literally the one you just attempted to attack, right? The one right in front of you. All right, it's going for you. You dare take a swing at it? It is not going to stand for that. Does a 13 hit? Yes, you said your AC was 11, so you take 3 damage. And again, this one's already given you the itis. Potentially, anyway. You still got we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's that rat's turn. And that brings us now to Tazik.
My diplomacy with these things is doing a heck of a lot more than my stagger could. So I am going to try, because this one has not yet been damaged by us.
Rolls a natural
2.
1 and insults its mother.
Not far off.
Okay, 12. I might.
Probably not pissing it off, but probably not doing much more.
Well, let's take a look here. They are rats. Ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Well, yeah, no, that's unfortunate. That does not affect it.
That's okay.
But,
Oh,
you'll
wait.
get them next time. This rat just, like, slowly whittles you guys down. Takes out the whole party. All right, Quintus, you're up.
All right. Well, Quint kind of eyes up everything. So I can see there's one spider that I can tell that's swarming Eldon, and there's the one dire rat still in combat with Morgan and Tazik. He's going to leave that poor dire rat to Morgan, and he is going to attempt to bat this remaining scarlet spider off of Eldon with his small cold iron
Y'all are just playing
dagger.
a sick Ramba beat on him.
Yeah. Alrighty, and this time he actually has a little bit of a buff going on round 4. That's usually when you want to cast your buffs, on round 3. Yeah. Okay. Kaboom!
Nope.
That's a natural 2 for a 9.
9, unfortunately. It
yeah,
does not hit.
I'm gonna piss myself laughing if Eldon
Yep.
goes down from just getting constantly bit by this spider.
What
The
one
spiders
non-lethal
that
damage per turn.
Non-lethals him
Well,
down.
one long. I mean, hey, we just have to go through like 16 turns of missing, and he'll probably go down.
And
Bro,
Quint is going to wade through the water 10 feet back this way. That's probably his whole movement,
is
assuming it's
difficult
difficult terrain. Yeah. Yeah, and he's going to be like, well, I tried. I'll deal with you after the fact.
He just
And he
leaves
starts wading
Eldon, and
away.
Eldon fails to take care of
100%.
the.
I took a swing at it. That was a 5 to hit.
Don't worry, Iru's
Doing the
coming to
roll.
help
Hey man,
you
if it's
out,
any
bro.
consolation, it's the spider's turn.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I need. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It really helps.
I love that Quint is just noped out of
It's a
here.
14 hit.
Yep.
Quint's going back to the kitchen.
Fortitude
Yes.
save. Oh no, wait, you already
Yeah.
made the
Yes,
save
it
against the spider's
does.
poison. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Oh shit! I made you take one too many fort saves. That's my bad. Bad DM.
It's a non-lethal tickle.
It's a non-lethal
That makes
tickle. One non-lethal.
Well, 11 more of those and I go unconscious. I think that still puts me closer to unconscious than anybody else.
Morgan's pretty close, but
Yeah, Morgan's
Oh, no,
Morgan's
Morgan's
taken quite a few hits.
Yeah.
yeah.
Martin's
Iru's been
hurting.
bit once.
All right,
and
top
that's
of initiative, Iru.
Iru's just gonna like take a step and get his rapier ready to just attempt to kill the spider.
You're gonna.
Oh,
it does not
nice.
confirm.
Does not
Does
confirm.
not confirm.
My savior.
25 hits for 8 damage.
I'm just seeing like Eldon freak out.
The spider was literally hanging out between my shoulder blades. Like I just couldn't
can
reach
see
it.
Eldon like
In the slightest.
freaking out trying to get the spider, and I just like stab, just like without even looking with my rapier, and just kill it.
Just get it. You just like reach out and just like whah, and like your blade just barely nicks the spider, like it pierces its thorax, but does not touch Eldon in the slightest. Oh, perfect. All right, that is a dead spider.
Why is every single time I've crit this combat has been against a spider?
And then you fail to confirm. All right,
Yeah.
so next on initiative is Friendly Dire Rat, followed by Morgan.
That's my damn excuse.
Please end this.
All right, third time.
All right,
the
your
charm.
sword is still on fire, by the way.
Morgan's gonna attempt.
2 rounds, 1 round per level, so you got one
All
more
right.
round of it.
Okay.
Let's see what you do.
Oh.
A
Oh.
17 hits for. You want to roll your fire damage or 1d4?
Yep.
He's dead anyways, but
Hey, man, we need to know how toasted it is.
let's cook it a bit.
Oh, slash
It's
R.
a slash R.
Did it not work? Oh,
No problem though. I mean, like we said, doesn't matter. Rat is dead.
With the space.
I don't know if that worked or
Yeah,
not.
with the space between the R.
No space.
Here.
No space. Just slash.
Oh,
There it is. 3
There we
fire
go.
damage.
there
Nice
you go.
roasted, skewered rat, finishing up the combat. How are y'all doing? How are you feeling after that? I want to
I want to go to bed.
All right, end
It's
combat.
been a no good, very bad
End
afternoon.
this combat
I'm
encounter.
gonna look at
and
Quintus and go,
continue.
Quintus, do you have any food on you?
Yeah, well, we're about to. Any of you that need healing, firstly, pick up a rat. Let's head to the galley.
I've got
I
3.
pick up the spiders.
Quint's already heading back towards the kitchen.
Eldon is like struggling to untangle himself from this web. Get it off!
All
Get
right,
it off!
so
I don't want it. Get
I'm
rid
about
of
to.
it.
I'm
I'm done
this
with
is the
this.
first time I've
Stupid.
done this because this thing has an automatic experience distributor.
Yes, it does.
So that's a experience split evenly for 7
actually
dire
is.
rats, and is that
Oh,
3 spiders, 4 spiders?
I have to
4
figure
spiders.
something out with this, but yes.
I think it was 12 spiders.
All right, so split that evenly amongst you guys, and all of your character sheets should be updated now with your experience.
Hey, yes,
Nice.
How much XP did y'all get?
XP
I
249.
Not that bad.
Quint didn't actually get any XP.
Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Well, you should have 249 added to you, so.
Try
You got it. I'll add it manually.
restarting your character sheet, maybe.
Oh, that would have been a good idea,
Yeah,
but too late.
I had mine open
Yeah.
and it actually updated live. I wonder if it dropped everyone out of the combat encounter.
Maybe.
Morgan's
Or is it weird? I don't
updated.
know if it's something.
I'm updated.
Tazik is updated.
I'm updated.
Yeah, everyone else is updated, so probably just some weird jank. No problem. Tazik, I see you're talking to your
Yep.
friendly rat fellows.
Yes. Going to try to convince them to be my proper friends.
Do you have anything to offer them?
Are the dead spiders
Dead
still
spiders
around?
are still around, and I'm assuming Morgan didn't take the roasted rats with her, but maybe she did. Okay.
Oh,
She
wait.
totally did.
Quint did specifically say, anyone who wants healing, bring a rat.
So I'll offer them the body of 2 of the dead spiders.
All right. Well, the
I mean,
great.
hey, I did say I collected the spider corpses, and I just kind of like bring them up to Quintus. Like, what can you do with this, friend?
Okay, wait, hold on. So where are the spider corpses? I'm
there's-
hearing you took them. I'm hearing 2 of them are being offered. What's going on with the spiders?
Well, how many spiders were there again? 4?
4.
4. Okay, I took 2. He took 2. There we go.
Done. Okay.
Perfect.
There you
Even
go.
split.
So I go up to Quintus with like 2 tiny spiders. Like, what
All
can
right.
you do with this?
I'll
friend?
get to you in a second. I'm just going to quickly resolve with Tazik here really quick, if you don't mind. Tazik, you got a bonus there. Would you like to roll, guess, diplomacy, handle animal, whatever it works, handle animal 15?
Handle animals, the only one.
Offer them some food. Let's give it, I think that'll be a +4 circumstance bonus. That's usually my go-to for offering food for animals. And, yeah, I'll say they're chummy with you. They ain't gonna like fight for you or nothing, but they're cool with your presence.
Like, all right. I'll be back, friends. I will train you well. And I leave.
They don't respond. All right.
Eh,
So Iru, you're
they probably don't understand.
asking Quintus what he could do for you, buddy.
Well, that depends entirely on what exactly it is you need. If you're looking for a snack, I mean, I'd probably just toss that in with a little bit of butter. I'm not into insects or arachnids myself, but I mean, I won't judge you.
I think a nice pan roasted spider will taste very good. The crunch will be very delicious.
Well, with all due respect, I can cook this up for you. But have you ever had raw spider? It would be a bit of a waste to ruin your palate with this buttery treat if you can't have it fresh from the
Quintus Iru
source.
make
you
a
know.
wisdom save for me, please.
Yep.
Wisdom.
No, I guess not a wisdom save, just a wisdom roll. That's what I get for playing 5th edition like 5 times. Jeez.
Get
18.
All right, Quint, you see
Wow.
nothing wrong with eating a poisonous spider, but Iru, you're kind of second guessing yourself here because these are in fact venomous.
And I kind of like looked down at the spiders like, you want me to eat poisonous spiders?
Well, technically, I mean, maybe I didn't roll well enough for this, but this is venomous, not poisonous. You can eat it, just don't let it bite you. Whether Quint roll high enough or not, that's what he tells Iru.
All right. Roll bluff. Roll bluff.
Sure.
Iru just kind of like looks at. No, he just kind of like puts the spiders on the counter and walks out.
That was a natural 2 on the bluff check. Well done.
Yeah, Quint rolled natty 2
Well
for
done.
7
Well done.
on the bluff.
I just put like Iru just puts the spiders on the counter. It's like, okay there, friend, and I just walk out.
Well done. All right.
And
Quint looks at Morgan and says, Did he just drop 2 dead spiders in my kitchen?"
I believe he did.
Well, we should keep him around. I think this will be very entertaining.
Only reason why Erie's not dead, he's just for entertainment.
Well, as you guys are like leaving to go back on deck, Eldon, I don't know what you're up to. You're in the hallway, but
As I was walking back, I just kind of was as I was walking back to the galley, was Grok's door open, and she was kind of there.
I was at.
As she's there, I just kind of like hanging my head, just kind of hand her the hilt of the dagger. I don't need this. Just walk into the
I don't
galley.
deserve this.
Don't even make eye contact. Just I don't need this. I'm just going to bed.
She looks
go
at
back
the
to work.
very clean dagger and says, "Must have been an excellent fight." She like pricks her finger on it and making sure it's actually got an edge to it, and puts it away.
I hand her my dagger as well.
I walk up with my rapier, which has the blood of one rat and the blood of like 3 spiders on it.
The blood, the
Blood
ichor.
of spiders. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Blood. The blood of the innocents.
There's a little weirdly colored smear
look, that-
right here on the spot. That means I
You're
killed
trying to
someone.
explain it to Grok. That's one spider. That's another one right there. And she's just kind of nodding along. Thank you. I'll be sure to give it a clean.
Of course, you don't want spider goop on your swords. I understand. As I walk back up to as I basically pick up my bucket and mop and go back up to the top deck to keep cleaning.
Lovely. So good. Mr. Plug's
shit,
standing at
Plug.
the end of the hall.
I know, fuck plug.
By the way, Tazak, you return your dagger. Quint, you're leaving.
He reclaims his
Oh.
dropped crossbow, walks back over to Cutthroat Grok, and hands it over and says, I suppose I should give you this toothpick
keep the
back as well.
toothpick.
And he,
I will take the crossbow, though.
you know exactly how to treat a halfling. What can I say? And yeah, he gives her the light crossbow.
Roll for seduction.
That's gonna be one romance. I am so excited to RP. Tune in for the after show where we get into the ERP sessions of
Grok, you got so many scars. I'd love it if you could tell me the stories of them. In fact, you know what? Maybe we could match a few.
Grok winks at you as she accepts the crossbow and tucks it away. Maybe I see you tonight.
Wow, two of the party members have plans tonight. Ooh, this boat tonight's getting very spicy.
Provided you don't find yourself too picky, I can be quite creative. Yeah. And he does. He gives her a wink and then continues back to the kitchen.
Morgan, after depositing the 3 roasted rats in the kitchen, goes over to Grok to return her rapier, looking a little worse for wear.
You look like you need some rest. Why don't you go find Stitchman? He might be able to help you.
Much appreciated. And she kind of partially limps off a little bit.
Quint would, as you start to limp off, would say, "Hey, I can deal with that. Minimal stitches."
I'd prefer that.
Wait,
Yeah, come on in.
Well, as you guys are taking care of each other in the galley, Mr. Plug is standing at the end of the hall at parade rest, you know, pretending to have some mockroom of, what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline. Says, well, are the rats dead?
yes, no, the rats are dead.
All of them?
All of nope, 2 are alive, but
They're
friendly.
dealt with. They're dealt with.
Would you like to roll bluff?
Which one?
Tazak, saying they're dealt with.
Okay, good.
Sure,
I mean, I did just actively say that they were alive, but friendly.
I don't think Mr. Plug really cares the opinions of rats, but we'll see.
God bluff, I don't. Oh,
Four
That ain't it.
four
That's
out of
a
the 5
natural
rolled a 1.
I said, kill the rats. Why are they still alive?
So I can train them to hunt others.
Can
He
Iru
kind of
just...
like reaches past Iru's, like Iru's trying to like talk out his ass.
No, it's just like once Tazik says that, can like Iru just kind of just like sneak past Plug,
Step out of the
and
way as like Plug stomps over to Tazik.
Step out of the way with the bucket and mop, just like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
You have 10 seconds to explain yourself.
If I train them to kill others, we won't have a rat problem.
So you're telling me a rat is going to train rats to kill other rats?
Is that the most ridiculous thing you've heard today?
Evidently not. Could you roll diplomacy for me, please?
Yes.
Lowest charisma character, definitely the face of the party.
The 7.
Yeah. I will burn a hero point to make that 11. So at least it's above par.
Shit, I actually got to roll sense motive now? No. Shit. All right.
Come on, one. Come on, one.
Oh man, hold on. I gotta like look up Mr. Plug's character sheet. I thought I had it written down here. Oh,
Making you do work.
how dare you make me go type in Mr. Plug in my PDF reader?
Yeah, don't know if the wrong file open.
Speaking of ERP, so like, skills.
Let's Throw Dice coming soon to all platforms.
Check out our OnlyFans. Okay, so that's it. Slash. Can't believe it. There's actually a not a. I. You're fucking kidding me.
My favorite is to hear from the DM.
Hero point for the win.
Value.
Yeah.
The hero point gotcha. The hero point clutched it. Mr. Plug looks at you and ruffles his brow and he says, "You have 1 week. Or I kill them myself."
Got it.
As Iru's
That's a good
walking
deal.
away and overhears
That's a good
this, he
deal.
just kind of like, he could kill himself. Why didn't he kill himself?
That's
Yeah,
a hot
and
box.
he's just gonna take care of it. At this point, he doesn't. At this point, Tazik does nothing, and it's just the problem takes care
Yeah.
of itself.
I mean, you know, that's not. You
But do
guys
something,
got to
do
remember that
something,
there's
yeah.
other punishments that will probably be brought upon him for failing. Son
Yeah.
of a
That's a hot boxing.
made it with an 11. God damn it.
Oh,
Things go well.
oh, it's perfect.
Bro, after all those attacks from the rats and the spiders, I'm as baffled as you. Tell you right now, those DM dice were looking a little heavy on one side today.
Dude, I couldn't believe like the first what 5 or 6 attacks on the rats, nothing lower than a 15.
Nothing lower than
Oh
a
man.
15. Oof. Oh,
Oh shit. My
Tiago's
face
become a
hurts
black
so
box.
much from smiling.
Rip.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll call that the morning. It's 20 to 10. We can continue on and split like the afternoon into 2 sessions, or we can call it quits here and then do the afternoon next week.
I vote that.
Yeah.
sure. Let's call it.
Uh,
Let's wrap
that's a
here,
good
and then
point.
we can always.
All right, because I mean, also, I guess I give you guys this option too. I don't have anything else really planned for quote unquote today on the ship, but I also don't want to rob you guys of opportunity to do things for yourselves.
I mean,
So
what I was gonna do in the afternoon, I was mostly just gonna go like around and just like talk to people, just get names and stuff like that.
All right. Well, if you're looking to get names, like
I was gonna go up on the top deck and kind of just like talk to like the 2 women here that don't have names.
sorry, this woman does have a name, Rosie Cuswell.
Yes, I found
That's
that out
right.
today.
I should actually then activate that on her nameplate.
I just want to say in my notes I had her listed as brown hair, cusses well.
Hovered by anyone.
Not wrong.
Update token. There we go. So you guys should be able to see your name now if you hover over it. So there's still a few
Perfect.
names of people that you haven't gotten here.
Well, like, yeah, I was just gonna go over and just do that, just kind of get it out of the way so we knew their names.
At this point, all I'm doing is training rats. So
It's your whole life now is training rats.
Yeah, I mean, you have a week to train
It's
them.
fucking great.
I mean, if it's a male and a female, I will start breeding. I will have an army.
Can you roll two
Yeah.
D2s?
Sure.
Oh boy.
I feel like it's a good like early warning system if the rats suddenly flee the ship, you know, to get going.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
unfortunate. They are the same. They're both male.
Wait. I was gonna say if they're both women, he's a rat.
Wow. I like where this is going.
Physics problem.
Very reasonable.
Dude, there's so many logistical problems coming up in the past couple conversations. This is getting crazy.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Between the halfling and the giant or half orc,
Hey.
and a rat man and some rats. This is
Hey,
getting out of
can't
hand.
forget
Don't
about
worry.
Morgan and Scourge.
And
That's
Ebru
some
is
nice
a very
sides.
lovable lockbox. We have a very passionate relationship there, very hot and sweaty.
Oh yeah, Iru in that hot box.
All right. Right, boys and girls.
I think that's a good moment to end the game.
All right. I'm going to put on the goodbye screen. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't forget to leave a follow if you liked what you saw. And feel free to join the Discord and all that good stuff.
Oh, wait. Before you do that, the voices in the head are saying, "Oh, we need to name the rats."
Oh, we need the names of the rats. I have a bot that should have been posting that Discord link, but everyone in here is also already on the Discord, so it's good. But just in case, why not?
We'll do a poll in the Discord to name the rats.
That's right. We're gonna put a poll on the Discord. So you guys, I'll start like I don't know. Let's do a forum post about it. I guess
Yes.
everyone put in your votes for the rats. Let's get these guys' names. I guess
This week's poll.
this week's poll.
Patty McRatface.
This week's poll is whether they name the rats.
Yeah, what are the rats' names? I guess the salty dogs are finding their are getting their first mascots here. Let's see how long they last.
A week.
About a week.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, about a week.
We already know
Thing
the
one,
answer
thing
to that.
two.
Thing one, thing two.
Thank God,
Mhm.
Plug already gave us the answer to how long they're lasting. Not
That
long.
one's bubonic.
Ooh. I like the sound of Radicus, but honestly, bubonic has a good ring to it.
Radicus Finch.
Oh.
Radicus.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your faces, boys. Oh my goodness.
Shit,
my,
that's good.
my face hurts from smiling. God.
I can't believe a guy with an 11.
Oh, buddy, I rolled a 10. I'm so upset.
I'm so happy I burned a hero point. That was,
That was
10 out
worth
of
it.
10.
That was worth it.
Perfection.
yeah.
Perfection on the hero point.
Oh, great use. Great use. All right. Twitch fam, thank you for coming. Feel free to join the Discord if you haven't already. Find out when we go live and interact with the cast and crew. And take it easy. Have a good night. And we'll see you all next week at, was that 7 o'clock Eastern Standard? Are we in
Yep.
daylight? No, we're not in daylight. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Eastern
EST.
Standard.
Take it easy.
EST.